Turkish Airlines, 7 days, Adidas, Spalding, and Milos, official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Piraeus Paribersi 2010 EuroLeague Final Four, second semi-final. In the first semi-final today, Barcelona winning 64-54 against CSKA Moscow and reaching the final. The second battle tonight is between Partizan Belgrade and Olympiacos Piraeus. But will be commentating tonight with George Zidek. Hello, George.
Hello, good evening.
So a great battle tonight. Two teams that haven't been to the EuroLeague final for a long time. Partizan for last time in 1992, and for Olympiacos in 1997 when they won the only EuroLeague title. So both hungry to get the win tonight. Of course, everything points at Olympiacos for the win. They have lots and lots of credit, experience, deep roster, but Partizan can be made an underdog for everything they've done this year.
Well, I think the season for Partizan has been just phenomenal. You talk about a Cinderella story. I think Partizan is looking to extend this unbelievable, miraculous run. As far as Olympiacos, I think they will try to prove their role of the favorites, but of course it's not easy. This is a Final Four scenario. You have one game, 40 minutes, that will decide your fate if you're going to go to the finals. And like you said, both teams haven't been in the finals for a long time, but one of them after tonight will go.
Partizan this year started a bit slowly, tried to figure out what they were going to do with this new team, lots and lots of talent, young kids, and then they got it figured out.
No, I mean, I thought this was finally the year when they always get, they sell the best talent they have on the squad at the end of the year. And, just looking at the first game that I had the privilege of doing on the Czech TV, Partizan at home against Malaga, they lost a game at home, and I thought, oh, this is the year when they cannot replenish the talent and be competitive again. I don't think in the first game the Americans were clicking in the best way, but after that, Partizan after the first 4 games was only 1 win and 3 losses, but 3 straight wins in a row just put them back on the track, and after that, it's been unbelievable. Partizan just kept surprising everybody. I think all the respect to other teams, this is the biggest surprise of this season.
Biggest surprise of the season. Nobody expected them to come so far, come to the EuroLeague Final Four. Of course, they were always very strong at home. The Pioneer Arena, then the Belgrade Arena, great fans there. But then they also learned, going on to the season, to win on the road. So great, important wins on the road in Malaga against Panathinaikos and then against Maccabi Tel Aviv, coming back down from 21 to win the game, and that was maybe the most important moment in their season.
No, I mean, this was the story of the season for Partizan. Like you said, everybody expects to go into incredibly tough surroundings in the Pioneer Arena in Belgrade, but those 3 huge wins on the road, and especially the last one on the court of Maccabi, after incredible comeback, being down 21 points, this changed the season around for Partizan. And I say everything is possible. If you go back and you remember the miraculous shot in the finals of the Adriatic League for Dusan Kecman from 3/4 court to take the title in that competition, I say, Corrado, this is no fear, no respect, and nothing to lose attitude of an incredibly talented young team.
Duško Vujošević last year was the coach of the year.
And he's making a strong statement to repeat it.
Absolutely a strong statement to repeat this year. They're coming up on stride, like you said, the win in the Adriatic League, last second win with Dusan Kecman's shot from
Hail Mary shot.
Hail Mary shot. Everyone thought Cibona had already won the game, and he came out, he shot it, and they won. So great moment to come here to the Final Four in this moment of the season. Tonight we have some key factors. Partizan is the best rebounding team in the whole EuroLeague. They're the best offensive rebounding team in the EuroLeague. So they're trying to establish their presence in the paint.
No, I mean this is their chance. They're gonna have to be dominant on the rebounding side to to play a tough game against a paper favorite of Olympiacos. But let's see. I mean, they're really going to have to play a perfect game tonight to be and stay competitive and stay close against Olympiacos, because Olympiacos is just loaded with the talent at every position. The starter is almost just as good as the backup. If you speak about Olympiacos, phenomenal season for trio, flashy trio I call them, Teodosic, Kleza and Childers. What a season they've had so far.
Incredible season for them. Maybe the deepest roster in the whole EuroLeague. They can be unguardable with each and every player. When you get the starting five, it's tough. But then, off the bench, you come Papaloukas, Vujicic, some great talent. It's very, very tough to stop them.
I mean, so much experience is also coming off the bench, like you say. But the core of the team is Teodosic, Kleza, and Childers. All those players are logging around 30 minutes per game, and they have been there every minute of the way. Let's look at it. I mean, their self-confidence gotta be high, because simply they have managed to win the Greek Cup. They have beaten the arch-rival Panathinaikos for the Greek Cup, and they finished first in the regular season, first in top 16, and they knocked off Procom Sopot in the playoffs 3-1. So the self-confidence of this team is gonna be high.
Childress becoming more confident in his second season. Last year, he had to figure it out what was going on in European style of play. This year is much, much better.
I have to agree. I mean, it was a year of adjustment for him last year, and this year he's more under control. He's just not a leaper, slasher, spectacular dunker that we saw last year, but he's consistent and he's becoming a team leader, and that's a key factor.
Last year maybe he wasn't having those statistics, but always been a factor. This year he also has them. Now they're presenting the Olympiacos team, starting with Theo Papaloukas.
I mean, you're talking about the depth on that team. Just looking at the introduction of this lineup, I mean, I got goosebumps on my back. This is unbelievable. You look at the experience, the potential, the talent of all these players that Coach Yannaki's got at disposal. That's really hard to beat.
Let's talk about talent. Milos Teodosic is a rising star in the EuroLeague. After being a great factor in the European Championships, now he's proven he belongs also in the upper tier of the EuroLeague.
I mean, he took a big advantage of his performance at the European Championship when he was the true leader of the Serbian team. He took them to the finals, and he carried it over to his team. And he's been a leader. And you know what? The key statement that he has made, he said, I really feel comfortable playing with Theo Papaloukas. When I'm playing with him, I feel very secure. I like it when Theo has the ball in his hands. I almost feel that we cannot lose the ball. And this mutual respect between these two players, I think it's really making Olympiacos a lot stronger.
And despite having so many good guards, Teodosic has been able to start to get his place in the roster and leading the EuroLeague this year in assists. And now presenting the Partizan Belgrade team.
mean, if you speak about depth, experience, and also talent on the side of Olympiacos, there are some keywords that I have written here on the paper in front of me that come into mind when you speak about Partizan, and most of them got the word team. It's a team spirit, team play, dedication, team chemistry, and of course coaching and scouting. These are the keywords for this young, courageous group of guys, led by an incredible coach, Duško Vujošević.
Vujošević is giving confidence to each and every player. He's not afraid to put youngster on the court, even in clutch moments. So these youngsters have really no fear. They know they can play, they can make mistakes, but they learn from them.
That's the key word. That's the key word that you just said. They are allowed and they can make mistakes, and that's why they can play loose. They know that their coach got confidence in them, and that's absolutely crucial for you as a young player.
Two-sec player in the EuroLeague Final Four this year, you know, Jan Vesely is a rising star in the EuroLeague.
Well, I think at his position and age, I don't think there's a more spectacular player with more upside than Jan Vesely. He has proven, he has had problems in the beginning of the season staying out of foul trouble. He averaged about 14 minutes a game, but almost 5 fouls, 4.6, 4.7 fouls a game. So he was overly aggressive. I think maybe he put a little bit too much pressure on himself, but after adjusting to being a leader of the team instead of just one of the guys playing, he got much better, and I think top 16 called him in the top form.
Jan Vesely finding his spot. They found a good chemistry under the boards. Alex Maric starting in the first part of the season, and then Slavko Vranic in the end starting for Partizan because Maric also had a slight injury. Now he's back. They have two centers, so they have two proper centers, so they are the only team having that.
The all-time centers, I mean, Duško Vujošević has been able to implement two typical centers to the game, and I mean, that does not happen so often in the game these days. And also a keyword that I would say would be a self-respect of the players they have to each other. There's absolutely no selfishness between the players. If there's a better situated man, nobody hesitates to make an extra pass. And that's what makes it fun to watch this group of guys.
So Vujošević putting up a platoon system, everybody giving their contribution.
There are clearly defined roles from Duško Vujošević.
Dusan Kecman is the only player having EuroLeague Final Four experience, and he's the only player in the whole EuroLeague Final Four defending the EuroLeague title, because Kecman won the EuroLeague last year with Panathinaikos.
That means, of course, that there could be a lack of experience on the side of Partizan, but you know, you have to wonder how much valid that is for a one-game scenario. I think Partizan is coming here with the attitude they have absolutely nothing to lose. A lot of people are putting the label of a favorite on Olympiacos. Of course, if you look at the rosters on the paper, they have the better quality on the paper, but anything can happen with Partizan in the season 2009 and 2010. So I would not discount them at all.
Of course, game plan and execution will be important tonight. We know Olympiacos is the best scoring team in the whole EuroLeague.
82 points per game. I mean, it's really incredible production in scoring.
And Partizan instead has to establish its force in the paint, as in the whole season they try to slow down the pace. They'll not be allowing them to run in transition, because otherwise it would be trouble.
Well, I think every coach, every player speaks about controlling the tempo of the game, and I think that's what both teams will try. Okay, Olympiacos is the high-octane fuel offense. They will try to run, they will try to get easy baskets, they will shoot from first looks. On the other side, Partizan needs to slow down, establish the inside game, and they then hope for their shooters that they will also be effective and part of the game.
As we said, Olympiacos has lots of guards, also point guards. You can alternate Teodosic, Papaloukas, Kunipan, also Patrick Beverly.
So many players.
So many players. So Partizan will have to stay very focused, trying to execute, trying to free the space, and also hit, of course, three-pointers.
And stay focused defensively, because if you think about it, Childers and Kleza, at times they are unstoppable. So big job for Jan Vesely to guard Josh Childers, and I think that Roberts is going to guard Linas Kleza. So two big defensive assignments for these two guys. Of course, Jan Vesely is going to have to hold his composure and stay out of foul trouble. That's crucial.
Milos Kleza, the Alfonso Ford top scorer, trophy winner, 17.3 points per game. But no for trophy winners led his team to a EuroLeague title, so he would like that to be the year.
I mean, if you speak about Josh Childress, he's the best scorer of the regular season in the Greek league. So you got so much scoring potential on the side of Olympiacos. The defense will have to play a crucial role for Partizan. Let's see what kind of factor and what impact on the game defensively Slavko Vranjes with 2 meters and 29 centimeters will have.
Big Sofo and Slavko Vranjes for tip-off.
Whoa.
And Big Sofo wins it, giving it to Teodosic and then to Skunipan. Skunipan calling the play outside for Linas Kleza. Childress cut into the basket. Then Teodosic outside the three-point line, still waiting for Childress. Childress receives immediately inside to Big Sofo. Big Sofo tries to score, but Vranjes is there, deflects the shot, and it's immediate transition play for Partizan and the basket. First basket of the game, with Lawrence Roberts.
Easy basket. Partizan is off running. Bo McCalebb for sure is going to be looking to run the ball, push the ball up the court if they can.
And maybe Bo McCalebb has been the most consistent player for them in the whole season.
Oh, he's an energizer.
Always under control. Teodosic trying to get in the paint, but his pass gets deflected by Vasily. Childress controls it, kicks it out. McCalebb almost steals it. Teodosic double team. McCalebb now gets for the steal. Enough. Oh, McCalebb dunks against Josh Childress.
Did you see that?
What a play. We were talking about McCalebb, and he showed what he can do.
Oh, he exploded on that last step. And Duško Vujošević is taking off his coat. Oh, this is heated atmosphere over here.
Incredible atmosphere, lots and lots of Greek fans in the building tonight, but that shot by Bo McCalebb, that dunk was incredible and established a good atmosphere. McCalebb tries always to up the tempo in the lane, trying to get the lane because he's so good at driving to the basket.
I mean, he has matured so much during the season that I cannot believe it. From the first game that he was maybe pushing it too hard, now he's really a mature player.
Oh, inside Big Sofo, another big block.
No, this is going to be very tough for Sofo.
By Slavko Vranjes. Tough job for Big Sofo. Vranjes has upped his game a lot since last season.
Well, and he don't have to up it so much because he's at 229, you know. So he just stands down and blocks those shots. I think I don't want to discount Sofo and his improvement in this season, but I think that Ioannis Bourousis as a three-point shooter will be more effective against Slavko Vranjes in the game today.
Olympiacos trying to ride Big Sofo in the first minutes of the game because he has a high stamina in those first minutes. He's been effective in lots and lots of games in this kind of situation. Slavko Vranjes always been a bit foul prone during his games. He's getting better at that. Let's see how we will manage that tonight.
I think Slavko just needs to stay on the ground, you know, and wait for Sofo to shoot it and he will try to block it up top.
Skunipan with the outside shot. Big battle during the rebounds, and it's a foul for Slavko Vranjes.
No, it's the second one.
Second foul for Slavko Vranjes. As we said, usually he is in foul trouble.
And this is too early. This is too early, Corrado. After only 2 minutes play, or to be exact, after 1 minute and 54 seconds left, Slavko Vranjes is already in the foul trouble. So this is a complication for the Partizan side.
Not even 2 minutes, he's already on the bench. Alex Maric checks in for Partizan. Teodosic calling the play, trying to call Big Sofo outside. Teodosic for Childress. Childress for Kleza from the top of the key. He gets the jumper, he misses, but there's another foul called down low, and another foul on Partizan center. This time it's Alex Maric.
And I'll tell you what, even though Sofo's got his shot blocked 2 times in a row, or he missed 1 time and he got it blocked the second time, he's making his presence felt, and he's making trouble for Partizan because there's 2 straight fouls on him.
Kleza from the baseline, his favorite point where to shoot. He gets the jumper. Linas Kleza finds the basket for Olympiacos.
I'm telling you what transition he has made into top-level European basketball just in his first season in EuroLeague. Linas Kleza, the Lithuanian international.
Bo McCalebb guarded by Skunipan, still outside trying to reach Maric, then goes the other end. Katzman inside for Lawrence Roberts. The low post against Kleza, turns around, tough shot, and he misses. Big Sofo battles for rebounds and he wins it. So, as you said, Big Sofo is starting to get his presence felt.
There was some physical post up there between Roberts and Kleza. Really some banging going on.
Kleza again from three-point line. This time he misses. Vasily aggressive. on the rebound. He is fouled. So Partizan will try to attack again. Olympiacos trying to get into the rhythm of this game. Very physical in this first minutes.
Very physical game for sure in the beginning.
Dusan Kecman inbounding for Partizan. Vesely back to Kecman, bringing the ball up half court against Teodosic. Kecman still dribbling, trying to find the open man. Vesely outside the three-point line, trying to find Maric inside, but good defense again by Big Sofo. Roberts turning around against Kleza, kicking it out. Kecman takes the three, is fouled, and he comes up.
Was it on the three? Is that 3 foul shots or not? Was it a long 2 or 3? Let's see. Oh no, it's 3 shots.
Yeah, 3 foul shots for Dusan Kecman. Kecman 9.3 scoring average in the season, 76% of his free throws. Now he gets 3 from the line.
Oh, this is a good guy to have on the free throw line. Dusan Kecman with his experience.
But
I shouldn't have said that. Every time you say that, it happens. No, but you saw again a tough post up of Roberts on Linas Kleza. There's really no advantage of Roberts on Kleza because Kleza is simply so strong. He's low to the ground and he can hold his own on a single coverage against Roberts. He's going to have a hard time playing one-on-one.
Kecman 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Kleza inbounding with Partizan up 6-2. Skunipan bringing the ball up court against McCalebb. Pick and roll with Big Sofo, then goes outside to Childress. Childress penetrating, trying to find the rim with his left hand. He misses. Maric with the rebound. Dusan Kecman. Again, up half court. Feeds Bo McCalebb. McCalebb calling the set play. Vesely comes out to get the ball, but McCalebb feeds Roberts. Pass inside to Maric. Very good pass. Maric goes there and gets the foul from Big Sofo.
This is unbelievable transition also for Alex Maric. I remind our listeners that last year he was in ACB playing for Team Granada, which is a mid-level team in the Spanish league. And he played only 12 minutes a game. His averages were mediocre, 5.3 rebounds per game, and he has made a transition to be one of the marquee players in EuroLeague just by signing up with Partizan Belgrade and getting the coaching by Duško Vujošević. Unbelievable scouting on their side.
And Maric this year also had the best individual performance in the whole EuroLeague with a 49 index ranking, 14.4 scoring average. Scores here, Partizan starting very well, no fear at all, as I said before.
No fear, and they are executing. They are executing perfectly their game plan. They are very patient, and they are not making unnecessary turnovers.
Childress attacking again, but McCalebb gets close to the steal. Ban again for Joe Childress.
Look at those rotations.
Double team on the baseline, and they come up with a steal. Roberts in transition, Vesely. On the break. Let's talk about transition. We expect the Olympiacos to do it. Partizan is doing it.
Look at it. The big fella is filling the lane. Alex Maric is finishing up with the dunk off the pass from Jan Vesely. But did you see that defense? The rotations, the guys were everywhere.
Maric finishing with a dunk. Another one. The first one by McCalebb. This one by Maric running all the court. Is good at scoring, good at rebounding, is also good at running and finishing. What a complete player.
No, but I mean, Partizan is dominating the game at the moment. They are so active, I cannot believe my eyes. They are double teaming, triple teaming, but they are rotating well from those double teams. And Olympiacos just doesn't know what to do with the ball at the moment. It's 10-2, and right now it's all in the hands of Partizan.
4 minutes in the game, maybe Olympiacos feeling a bit of pressure. We know Partizan has nothing to lose. Barcelona felt it in the first minutes of the first
I would exactly agree with you that Barcelona in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game put so much pressure on themselves that they could not get loose and perform. But I think you have to credit the energy that Partizan has brought to the game in the first 4 minutes of this game. I think all credit goes right now to Partizan.
Let's see if they'll be able to do that for the whole game. Of course, it will be tough because they don't have as deep as a roster as Olympiacos has, but they give it all on the floor. 4 points by Alex Maric. Partizan 10-2 to start the game after 4 minutes. And now Olympiacos will inbound with Milos Teodosic.
No, I think the experience is gonna settle down Olympiacos players. Let's see what the timeout has done to the squad. Theo Papaloukas, he's gonna be the calming experience, and he's gonna try execute and run the offense.
And in a difficult moment, after a difficult start, of course, Coach Giannakis brings in Theo Papaloukas. He knows what to do in a Final Four. It's his 8th consecutive Final Four. Teodosic takes the three, misses. Another great rebound for Partizan. Vesely first, and then Lawrence Roberts. McCalebb advancing the ball for Partizan, tries to get the lane. Good defense by Teodosic, who stops him. Katzman sends Maric away, wants the one-on-one against Childress. Vesely tries to get the ball here against Papaloukas. Mismatch here. Vesely can use his height. He turns around, shoots. He comes up short. Then he fights for the rebound, and he gets it. The ball is touched and sent out of bounds by Teo Papaloukas.
But they are not giving up on any ball or any situation. All loose balls Partizan is going for.
Fighting for each and every ball. Katzman inbounding for Alex Maric. McCalebb outside the three-point line for Katzman.
Wide
in
open.
the corner, takes the three, misses. Good rebound by Josh Childress. Vesely touches the ball, sends it out of bounds. Papaloukas inbounding for Teodosic, getting the ball back. Papaloukas now acting as a point guard. Milos Teodosic will play as the shooting guard in his first minutes. He wants to pick a roll with Korchanidis, then reaches, plays outside the three-point line. Plays up back to Papaloukas. Now there's a problem with Partizan's defense, nobody on him. Then Katzman gets back. Korchanidis, good move down low, and without the centimeters of Slavko Ranic on offense, he has a good way to the basket.
Yes, I think that's what Olympiacos players were looking even last possession. They were trying to work in the ball, down low to Big Sofo and space, and give him some space to play one-on-one back to the basket. That's what exactly happened, and Sofo took advantage.
Alexander Razic now advances the ball for Partizan. Razic against Papaloukas. Pick and roll with Lawrence Roberts. Razic to Alex Maric. Korchanidis on him. Razic again drives the lane, kicks it out, but this is a bad decision. Teodosic was there, knew what was going to happen, and came up with a steal. Childress in transition.
Oh, nice
Great
move!
Nice move by Childress.
Wow,
And
that
the
was
basket.
spectacular. That was spectacular. Josh Childress just took his time, poised, and he elevated and shot the ball well with his right hand.
4 points in a row for Olympiacos. Now they're down by 4. McCalebb for Vesely. Outside the three-point line, Childress guarding him. Razic trying to find Maric, then back to Vesely. Maric now has the ball against Korchanidis, kicks it out, creating the shot for Razic. Misses the three, but Maric is there for the rebound. Partizan fighting on each and every ball.
But they have a big lineup there. If you look at Roberts, Vesely, and Maric, those are some big guys that are fighting for every ball.
And of course, that's the reason why they're first in offensive rebounds in the whole EuroLeague. Vesely with a long three, misses. Another offensive rebound by Lawrence Roberts, who finishes in the paint. 2 points for Roberts, 12-6.
And this is the key for Olympiacos. If Coach Yanakis can criticize his players for the first 6 minutes of the game, then it's boxing out and really taking care of the ball after the misses.
Already 3 offensive rebounds for Partizan. Papaloukas taking it out. Childress inside for Korchanidis against Maric.
Oh, this is going to be hard. This is going to be very hard.
Korchanidis in the first minutes, always giving something. Tonight he started very well. McCalebb trying to attack Teodosic. What a move to the basket, but he misses the layup. Vesely is there with another offensive rebound. And the putback. Another basket for Partizan. 14-8. Childress now with the ball against Vesely. Tries to use the screen by Big Sofo.
Big Sofo is fighting for his position. Maric is rooting him out.
Teodosic, pick and roll. Shoots the three, misses. Vesely. Another rebound for him. Partizan advancing with McCalebb. Trying to get there on the break, then thinking about it. In the corner, Razic misses the three. Olympiacos this time comes up with a rebound. Papaloukas in transition. Fakes the pass and then finishes.
Oh, beautiful finish by Teo.
What a good fake by Papaloukas, then finishing with his left hand. 10 points for Olympiacos. Now McCalebb again to Maric. Maric outside for Roberts. Razic has missed his first shots in the corner. Vesely on the other end. Now Roberts, great movement of the ball. Razic, another three, he misses another one. Roberts, another offensive rebound. Now Partizan is feasting.
No, but look at the face of Linas Kleza. He's frustrated. He's yelling at his teammates to box out, put a body on somebody.
Already 11 rebounds for Partizan in this game. Razic, he has a mismatch there. Goes in the corner, McCalebb takes the shot and he hits it! 3-pointer by Lester Bo McCalebb. Yes, 5 points, and now Partizan has a 7-point lead.
And Alex Maric is signaling that he's very tired and he's asking for a sub, so Slavko Vranic gets off the bench.
Papaloukas back to Kleza outside the 3-point line. Papaloukas again Big Sofo tries to exploit Maric's tiredness. Childress takes the three, rattles in and out of the rim. Big Sofo keeps the ball alive. This time the offensive rebound is for Olympiacos.
No, but it was a good double team off Childress, who's not known to be a great outside shooter. So smart play by Partizan.
Another pick and roll coming with Papaloukas and Skorčanidis. Papaloukas fakes another pass and goes to the rim. What a classy player. He always knows what to do.
He's under control, he's poised, and he knows that his team needs him at the moment.
McCalebb for Lawrence Roberts. Inside, but almost stolen. Razic takes another three, misses another one. Razic.
That was a wide open three. I think that Razic needs to make these shots in the game.
Missing all his first shots so far. Skorčanidis down low for Kleza. Kleza had not gotten position yet, so turnover for Olympiacos.
Oh, this was a tough angle for the pass. I think Sofo should have been more patient. He should have swung it to the wing and make an entry pass from the wing. This is a really hard pass. If it's not a lob, then I don't think the big man should try to make this bounce pass.
30.8 seconds remaining. Partizan Belgrade 17, Olympiacos Piraeus 12. 5 points by McCalebb, 4 points by Roberts and Maric, 11 rebounds already for Partizan, 6 for Olympiacos. That is making the difference. Dusan Kečman calling the set play against Papaloukas. Vesely coming up, receiving the ball, guarded by Childress. Petar Božić now on the floor for Partizan. He attacks immediately the basket, tries to fit Branic. His pass is deflected. Turnover for Partizan. Teodosic now calling the play. 7 seconds remaining. They want the last shot, of course. Pick and roll. Teodosic has space. Takes the three and he hits it right before the buzzer. Partizan Belgrade 17, Olympiacos Piraeus 15 at the end of the first quarter, and that's very good news for Olympiacos.
No, they are back into the game. They hit a key three-point shot right at the end. Tough start for Petar Božić. He missed 2 wide open threes, and now he turned the ball over on the penetration. So for Partizan, I think it's gonna be the key is gonna be work into rotation as many players as you can, so the main players can get some rest, because I can already see Roberts and Jan Vesely getting a little bit tired at the end of the first 10 minutes, and that could be the problem down the stretch.
Of course, it's not easy for them to keep that level of intensity. We're very, very aggressive. It's impossible. They're short-handed, of course, with respect to the deep roster of Olympiacos.
If you think about the first 4 minutes, I mean, to me, this was the intensity of play of Partizan was just out of this world. I haven't seen it this season. Team just jump in on somebody with such an intensity like Partizan did on Olympiacos in the beginning of this game.
Partizan with a 7-point lead and 5 points in a row for Olympiacos.
The story on the stats is what you said in the beginning of the game, and we expected it, is the dominance of Partizan on the boards. It's 5 offensive rebounds and total of 11 against total of 6 of Olympiacos.
Both teams not sharp from the three-point land, but so far Partizan has the advantage, as you said, thanks to the offensive rebounding. And then they're finding all their weapons. McCalebb with his fast break, with a fast driving to the lane. Lawrence Roberts, Vesely, Branic and Maric inside. So they're doing exactly what they want to do so far.
Oh, they are fighting for every ball, and they have really gotten a lot of points, a lot of good situations for them coming off the offensive rebounding. But to me, the story of first quarter for Olympiacos has been the substitution and coming in the game of Teo Papaloukas. He has calmed down the team, and he has made 2 great baskets for them.
In control, 2 incredible baskets, faking the pass and then finishing to the rim. Papaloukas already awarded Final Four MVP in 2006, now trying to repeat that feat. Dusan Kečman penetrating, dishing it for Strahinja Milosevic. Milosevic against Papaloukas, uses his size, goes down low, but the shot is not good. Great rebound by Josh Childress. Papaloukas now.
And good defense by Papaloukas, because he's very long and he stayed down and just made a shot. Very tough for Milosevic to make it.
Papaloukas waiting for Childress to come off screens. Childress takes the three, misses Branic with a rebound. Feeding Kečman. Now it's Kečman advancing the ball, trying to get the transition, but Roberts, another bad pass, trying to change the end. Teodosic, another steal for him. Papaloukas trying to now call the play, slow it down a little bit. Borussis inside, let's see if he'll make some damage in the paint, as I said before. Teodosic driving, trying to feed Borussis, but he was fouled right before the pass. Teodosic, also a great key, as we said before, to this game. He's always trying to do something good.
Well, you also have first time in the game checking in for Olympiacos, McCalebb, Lucas. Let's see what he does. He's given some rest minutes for Linas Kleza. If you speak about Jonas Borusis, I think his biggest advantage against huge Slavko Vranjes under the basket is his three-point shooting ability. So I would expect him to set a pick and then pop back and spot up for the three-point shot.
Inbound alone, McCalebb trying to go around Vranjes.
And there is nowhere to go against Slavko Vranjes.
Stays there, another block for him, so another chance offensively for Partizan. McCalebb, pick her up with Roberts. Attacks and goes to the rim and scores another one. Always trying to find the lane to the basket. 7 for McCalebb.
No, he's attacking the hoop really aggressively in this game.
Borusis trying to find Papaloukas. Then instead going to Childress. Childress attacking the lane!
Whoa!
To dunk.
And that's a third foul. That's a bad news. That's a bad news for Partizan.
Very bad news. That is the key for Olympiacos. Trying to be that aggressive as Partizan tried to do all along. Now Childress going to the rim, trying to
look at that. Look at that one more time.
Great screen this time by Borusis.
He's taking off. He's rising. He's rising. And it's a foul by Slavko Vranjes. Look at that. Oh, that's a challenge right there.
Bujosevic not happy, of course, about that third foul for Slavko Vranjes. Alex Maric back in.
And Branislav Djekic has to check in.
Branislav Djekic is the youngest player in the Final Four, 18-year-old player. Now just Childress to the line with two. Just Childress, 62% free throw shooter in the season, 15 point score, 4.7 rebounds. Really an all-around player, getting better and better in the European style play.
No, but you know what? He did a smart thing. He's a great leaper, and the only thing you can do against Slavko Vranjes is to challenge him. Just go right at him, and that's exactly what Josh Childress did. He took off and went directly for the rim.
Childress scoring both free throws again. 2-point lead for Partizan. Dusan Kachman.
But look at Vesely. He's right back to the game. So he only spent a minute and a half resting on the bench. For him, it's going to be a really tough game. Of course, his key assignment is to guard Josh Childress.
Another steal for Olympiacos. Childress in transition, McCalebb and Djekic trying to go there for the steal. Djekic called for the foul, and Childress now is taking over physically. Lots of good quality, stealing, rebounding, and running.
But again, it was like in the first quarter on the side of Olympiacos, there was a bad passing angle. The big men should not pass the ball each other. They don't have a good passing angle. That's what exactly happened. Josh Childress taking advantage and stealing the ball.
Olympiacos filling the passing lanes now. Papaloukas in the corner, Djekic on him. Tough pass, Beverly able to control it against Kachman. Goes past him, outside, Papaloukas has pace, takes the three, short. Great rebound again by Jan Vesely for Dusan Kachman. Kachman goes to McCalebb. McCalebb slows it down a bit, calling the play, Djekic. Guarded by Mavrokephalides. Dusan Kachman trying to reach Maric. Maric takes position, but Borusis is anticipating him. Great long pass, big on big, and Maric finishes with another dunk.
And this was a good pass. It was a lob pass. That's what the big men can do. They put the ball up high and they make a lob pass. That can work.
They're trying to find Maric inside, and this time Borusis tried to anticipate. Maric very smart, took position in the paint, and then good pass finding down low.
No, Maric's got advantage on the inside against Borusis. Borusis is not such a physical player, so they need to exploit it, Partizan.
Papaloukas trying to find an open man, but great anticipation. Partizan comes up with a steal. McCalebb in transition again, goes the other end of the rim, but misses. Patrick Beverly with the rebound, again in transition. Papaloukas waits for his teammates. Borusis now trying to work the low post against Maric. With his big body, Borusis again dribbling and trying to find the open man, but it's a turnover for Olympiacos. Nobody was there in the corner.
I think he should have finished it maybe because he had a lot of space over. This is the lob pass from Jan Vesely to Alex Maric. Look at that one more time.
Also
Beautiful
his teammates expected him to finish that play. Nobody was expecting that pass. McCalebb.
But I think Olympiacos should put a lot more pressure.
McCalebb touching the ball, sending out a pass. Good pressure defense this time by Patrick Beverly. And as we said before, Giannakis has so many players to goal with McCalebb, so always pressuring him with so many different plays.
And unfortunate for Partizan Belgrade because he just made 2 good plays on defense in a row, and he's being subbed out because Milos Teodosic is checking back into the game. But I think he knows, and he will accept the role in a big game like this.
McCalebb inside receiving from Teodosic. Dekic spends another foul on him. Lawrence Roberts ready to enter the game again. Lawrence Roberts, 4 points and 3 rebounds in this game.
Interesting thing about Lukas Mafrokefoides, he was born in Czechoslovakia.
Okay, so another influence from Czechoslovakia, besides Lubos Barton, Jan Vesely, and you, of course.
But I'm here only on the sidelines, of course.
Milos Teodosic for Papaloukas, Mavrokefoides trying to receive the ball, but they change their mind.
Zone defense by Partizan.
Zone defense by Partizan. From the top of the key, Mavrokefoides anticipated by Alex Maric. Great defensive job this time. Maric was there.
Oh, active hands, yes, active hands on the side of Alex Maric.
McCalebb for Roberts. Maric again trying to get position inside against Borussis. Comes out for the pick and roll. Roberts foul inside the 3-point line. Attacks. Mavrokefoides shoots. No basket, but his foul. He will go to the line with 2 free throws. Lawrence Roberts, 8.9 scoring average, 69% free throw shooter in the season. He has 4 points and 3 rebounds so far. Good presence on the field now. He had become a little tired, got to the bench, got some rest, so Branislav Dekic gave some minutes, quality minutes to make him get some relief.
I mean, any minutes they can get from these young guys like Dekic, it's a plus. Milosevic, also a big plus to get any rest for the starters, for the players that get the majority of the minutes. Same thing on the Olympiacos side. It was a good luxury for Coach Yanakis to put Lukas Mafrokefoides in for 4 minutes and give Linas Kleza a spell.
And we have a good rhythm in this game. 8 free throws shot by Partizan, just 2 shot by Olympiacos. So both teams are trying to run. Papaloukas for Teodosic. Tries the pick and roll with Borussis. Teodosic has his pass stolen, another turnover for Olympiacos. Bozic, Richie Roberts, he takes the 3, misses a contact but not a foul. Rebound by Linas Kleza. Milos Teodosic now again trying to call the play. Brings Borussis outside, wants the pick and roll, then goes on his own against Bozic. Bozic with the pressure on him, and he fouls him.
Oh, some tough defense by Rasic.
Bozic pending the foul, sending Milos Teodosic to the line.
I'm sorry, it was Petar Božić who was fouling on the last possession.
Not a good idea with Teodosic. 88% free throw shooter in this season, 13.3.
And already Olympiacos is in the bonus, and it's 4.5 minutes into the second quarter.
5 minutes 21 remaining in the first half, so each and every foul will bring Olympiacos to the line. Milos Teodosic, 5 points so far in this game. He has another free throw. A star in the making, 6 for him. Partizan Belgrade, 22. Olympiacos Piraeus, 19. A close game, great intensity. You can feel it in the air.
Oh, the fans are unbelievable, especially in the beginning of the game. It was a red sea on the right and a black and white sea on the left.
Catchman, got it by Papaloukas for Lawrence Roberts outside 3-point line. Borussis this time anticipates the pass. Was headed to Alex Maric. Papaloukas.
Again, bad passing angle, 3rd time in this game.
Borussis outside 3-point line. Teodosic, pick and roll with Borussis, kicks it out. Papaloukas not able to control well that ball and able to shoot the 3. Another pick and roll. Borussis fakes the 3, then takes it and hits it!
The big fella, step back.
Giannis Borussis, his first basket of the game, and it's a big one.
Did you see that? He took a dribble, he faked him, dribble, take a step back. Giannis Borussis is showing some versatility.
Look at the replay, just like a shooting guard, sent Alex Maric in the air, and then hitting the 3-pointer, and it's a tied game at 22.
Oh, and they are hyped up. Look at Giannis Borussis. He's happy that he did this key 3, and we're starting over after 15 minutes of play, 22-22.
The usual suspects for Partizan so far: McCalebb with 7 points, Alex Maric with 6, Lawrence Roberts with 5 for Olympiacos, 5 points by Milos Teodosic, 4-8 for Korchanidis, Childress, and Papaloukas.
That's very even scoring, especially if you look on the side of Olympiacos. You know, the high scorer is Teodosic with 5 points. On the side of Partizan, it was quick points in the beginning by McCalebb, and he's the high scorer with 7.
Very balanced offense. As we said before, now Olympiacos trying to fill the passing lanes, because if they get steals, they can run in transition, they can get easy baskets. They do not have to face the defense of Partizan.
But I think they are a lot more composed than they were in the beginning of the game. I think the stories to me is still Papaloukas. He has brought calm to the game and structure to the game of Olympiacos. Of course, on defense, I agree with you that they have picked up the intensity and they've been able to play the passing lanes a lot more than in the beginning of the game.
As we said, Papaloukas has the chance to win his second Final Four MVP award. So far, Trajan Landon in his EuroLeague was the Final Four MVP in 2008. Now is out Toni Kukoc and Dejan Boljeroga, the only player having won multiple Final Four MVP awards. Lawrence Roberts for Vesely. Vesely for Peter Bozic. Bozic guarded by Papaloukas. Pick and roll with Roberts. Maric. Bozic takes a 3 and he hits it with 1 second remaining over Dinas Kleza after the mismatch, and that's a key shot for Partizan.
But this is Petar Bozic. He makes the tough ones. If you remember how many times he's done it in the season.
Partizan 2 for 9 exactly as Olympiacos from the 3-point line. Now Papaloukas drawing another foul by Petar Bozic. He's headed to the free throw line with 2. Teo Papaloukas, as you said, giving confidence, giving rhythm, giving the good flow of the game to Olympiacos.
And this is important because, like we said, Olympiacos is in the bonus, so I think now the guards should be really aggressive on the side of Olympiacos, because every foul is automatically 2 free throws.
Papaloukas 64% from the free throw line during the season. He misses the first one. Teo Papaloukas has 4 points in the game so far. 5 now. Partizan 25, Olympiacos 23. 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. McCalebb receiving the ball back from Bozic. McCalebb now maybe getting a little tired after his beginning at full force. Vesely for McCalebb. Down low. Kleza guarding Roberts. He turns around. Tough hook. He misses the shot. Bourousis with the rebound.
Oh, that was a tough shot. Really tough shot. It was a lot of force that
and this
Roberts
kind of
had to
shot
put.
is trouble also for your team. And Papaloukas to the rim. 3-point play for him. Papaloukas is being the key in this game for Olympiacos.
Big game Teo. He's showing up for the big game. When the team needs him, Teo comes to play. This is unbelievable.
3rd time in a row, he fakes the pass. Defense goes one way, he goes the other way, reaches the rim, he scores this time also.
Even I was going the other way. I was looking where he was passing the ball. Spectacular play by Teo.
7 for Papaloukas, and he has a chance for 3 with the additional free throw. He converts the 3-point play. 8 for him. Great game so far by Papaloukas.
But how about this 8th straight Final Four for Teo Papaloukas? It's getting boring for him.
6 with CSKA Moscow, 2 with Olympiacos. Now he gets some rest on the bench after getting Olympiacos to the lead, 26-25, 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Lasse McCalebb misses a shot, but this time another offensive rebound. Alex Maric back to McCalebb.
I think McCalebb is exerting a lot of energy. You know, he's going to have to find his spots and rest up a little bit, at least in some parts of the game.
Lawrence Roberts attacking against Kleza, but Kleza, good job on defense on him. McCalebb trying to beat the buzzer, comes up short. Kleza with a rebound. Milos Teodosic trying to go in transition, then thinks about it, kicks it out. Skunipan almost turning it over, then controlling. Teodosic down low to Big Sofo, back on the field, turns around, tough shot, misses this time. Lawrence Roberts getting the rebound.
I think that Sofo should not have turned away from the basket. He should have taken the ball to the basket.
McCalebb now calling the set play. Alexander Razic, 0 for 4 from the field so far. He had good chances to hit his threes. This time he draws a foul by Skunipan, but it's just the 2nd team foul in the quarter for Olympiacos. And that's also a sign that maybe Partizan is not being as aggressive, of course, as they were in the first quarter.
I don't think it's humanly possible to play at the level that they have started. You know, I think that for a few minutes there's going to be tough to find the rhythm, and I think that the last few minutes have been just that. Now, Bo McCalebb is aggressive again, and he's drawn the foul against Cooney Penn.
Bo McCalebb aggressive, was not able to go past Penn, but he drew his second foul in a row.
And I like that move on part of Olympiacos. Cooney Penn came to the team at the phase of last 16, top 16, and it was a smart addition. It's a leadership, experience, and good defense that they can get from this player.
Now Patrick Beverly back in for Kocianakis. Razic for McCalebb. Lawrence Roberts inside the three-point line. Alex Maric trying to get position inside. Ball is kicked out to Razic, then back to McCalebb. McCalebb attacking the basket and drawing another foul.
Oh, that was a hard hit.
row.
He hit the floor pretty hard. He's shaken up a little bit, but I think he'll get up.
Maybe he's also getting some rest because
Yeah, you're right.
he has been driving to the rim all game long. Third foul drawn in a row by McCalebb. Two by Cooney Penn, this one by Patrick Beverly. This time he will go to the line with two. Bo McCalebb, 7 points in this game. Now he has 2 free throws. Lester McCalebb, who was nicknamed Bo because his father also was a player, and they look exactly alike. His father was nicknamed Bo, so he got the nickname.
I think at this point I would expect Partizan to work the ball more to Alex Maric, to establish some post game, maybe pick up some fouls on Sophocles, because usually that's what Partizan is doing, trying to force the ball inside on Maric, but they haven't been able to do it as much as they've been doing it the whole season.
Game tied at 26, Teodosic feeding Childress inside. Good shot with his left hand, but he misses. Big Sofo is there with offensive rebound, the putback, and he also draws the foul. And one for Big Sofo.
He's working in the lane. Wow.
Sophocles Korchanidis, 4 points, 2 rebounds in this game. Now he has a chance for 3.
With 3 people on his back, he still finished it. This is a breakthrough year for Sofo. Remember, last 3 seasons he was able to play 8, maximum 10 minutes, and he was in foul trouble, exhausted. But this year this has been changed. Sofo is in shape, and he can put 18 minutes, 20 minutes together for Kocianakis and Olympiacos.
He's physically fit and he gets quality minutes. That's exactly what Kocianakis needs from him. Olympiacos now leading by 2, less than 2 minutes to go, but Big Sofo has an additional free throw to try and convert the 3-point play. Big Sofo from the free throw line, 6 points so far, and they remain 6. But Olympiacos is there with the offensive rebound. Patrick Beverly, shortest player on the field now, gets the offensive rebound. Josh Childress for Teodosic, comes out and shoots the 3. Teodosic hits it, and now it's a 5-point lead for Olympiacos.
The biggest lead of the game, and Teodosic is feeling it. He's pointing to the crowd and he's confident.
8 points for Teodosic. Now Partizan has to react. Vesely guarded by Teodosic. There's a mismatch there. Vesely trying to use his body. He does.
Nice. He did very nice. He used his height.
Takes advantage of his body and of the mismatch to score in a bad moment for Partizan. 1 minute 14 seconds remaining. Olympiacos up by 3. Teodosic calling the play. Big Sofo for the pick and roll, but Teodosic goes on his own inside.
Oh, it's a charge! It's a charge!
It's a charge. Offensive foul this time for Milos Teodosic. Good chance for Partizan. With 1 possession away. Now they can breathe for a moment. They were down by 5, and it was a bad moment for them because they have been up all game long.
It was a good penetration by Teodosic, but at the last moment he extended his right elbow, dipped his shoulder, and the referees called it a charge.
He called the play, he wanted a pick and roll, then went on his own. He didn't know what to do then with the ball, and he charged. McCalebb now calling the play with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in the half. Alex Maric outside the 3-point line to Vesely, guarded by Childress. Razic takes another shot, he misses another one. Razic is 0 for 5. Partizan desperately needing those shots.
They are looking for an outside shooter. They cannot open up the inside game for Maric if the outside shooters are not hitting their threes.
Papaloukas for Kleza. That's a good movement by Kleza. He takes it and hits it.
That was a tough shot because Alex Maric was right in the way. in the face of Linas Kleza, but he's still connected on a two-point shot.
Great confidence by Kleza. Now 24 seconds remaining. Olympiacos still up by 5. Vesely for Razic. Razic attacks, takes another shot, misses another one. Razic is 0 for 6. Kleza with a rebound. 12 seconds remaining. Olympiacos can go down to the last second. Papaloukas wants a pick and roll. He has it. Mismatch here. Papaloukas trying to go inside and kicking it out. Childress takes the 3. He misses right before the buzzer. And the first half ending. Olympiacos Piraeus 33, Partizan Belgrade 28.
And it was a spectacular first half. It was worthy of the semifinal game of the EuroLeague. Courageous play on both sides, unbelievable energy and effort. What can I say more? Maybe more composure at the second quarter on the part of Olympiacos, but phenomenal play by both sides.
In the first quarter, Partizan going 17-10, a 7-point lead. Then a reaction, 5 points in a row by Olympiacos, and they took it in the second quarter with more energy, more intensity. Now they're up by 5, their largest lead of the night.
No, it was still Papaloukas coming in the game, calming everybody down, saying everything is okay. We will play our game. There are 30-35 minutes to play. So after 17-10, there was a big turnaround, and now it's a 5-point game for Olympiacos.
8 points by Papaloukas and Teodosic for Olympiacos, 6 by Big Sofo for Partizan, 8 points by McCalebb, 6 for Alex Maric, 5 by Lawrence Roberts. So the first half ending with Olympiacos Piraeus up by 5. See you after the break.
Turkish Airlines. 7 days. Adidas. Spalding. And Enios. Official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.
Leonis Bob, Paris Bercy, Olympiacos Piraeus 33, Partizan Belgrade 28 in the second EuroLeague semifinal. In the first, Regal FC Barcelona gaining access to the final, beating 64-54 CSKA Moscow. Tonight, Partizan starting the game with incredible intensity, very aggressive, getting a 7-point lead. Then the reaction by Olympiacos, Teodosic, and especially Teo Papaloukas, so far the MVP of this game.
Well, Teo Papaloukas was huge off the bench for Olympiacos. He really changed the rhythm of the game, gave a lot of calm and poise to Olympiacos. So I agree that he was the key figure for Olympiacos in the first half.
33 points for Olympiacos. Usually they score more than that, so maybe the pace is a bit in the middle. Partizan can get to play at this pace.
But it's like in the first semifinal. I think semifinals are, this is Final Four overall is special. I don't think it's many times a high-scoring game. Everybody is a little bit nervous in the beginning. Of course, there's a lot of pressure because all the results from the season are erased. It doesn't matter if you were undefeated in the season, if you lost 5 times, 7 times, everything is erased and you start over from zero. The semifinal is played only for the access to the final, just like you said in the beginning.
Maybe after the first quarter, Partizan has not been able to pound the ball in the paint like they were doing. They need to have Branish on the floor, they need to have Alex Maric very productive.
No, I think they need shooters also because they have not been able to hit the 3-point shot. For sure, for Partizan, it's only 2 makes out of 10, so 20%. If you look at Alexander Rasic, he hasn't connected on any of his shots. He's 0 for 5. So I think the shooters need to be better in order to open up the game for the inside guys, especially Lawrence Roberts and Alex Maric. If you look at the teams, what I have written here for Partizan, I think Partizan needs to keep Branic for defensive purposes on the floor. They need better shooting, just like I said, and have energy also. That's the third and a crucial element. They have exerted an incredible amount of energy in the beginning, in the first quarter of the game, and they need to pace themselves a little bit. They are a very young team, but they need to think about this game as 40 minutes. They want to win this game. They need to play 40 minutes at a certain level. On the side of Olympiacos, I think they just need to play smart and they need to play poised. They need to play their game. Also, they need to keep attacking Partizan. Put them in foul trouble, make them tired. And last thing, but not least, it's balance of inside and outside.
They managed to do that in the second quarter. Maybe Partizan, as we said, hasn't managed to do that a lot. They haven't found space on the shooters, also because they were not being able to reach march inside and to maybe kick the ball out, finding open shooters. They miss a lot. Also, Olympiacos has missed a lot of three-pointers.
And also give a lot of credit to Sofo. I mean, he's played a very good game offensively, of course, but you expect that from him to be very active and aggressive in offense, but he's been able to keep Maric outside of the paint for most of the game.
Third quarter, Skunipan and Olympiacos starting with the first offensive possession. Kleza coming up the baseline, getting a jumper but missing. Vesely with a rebound, feeding McCalebb immediately. McCalebb waiting for Cashman to come off screens, feeds Roberts. Good defense, Teodosic on Cashman, denying the ball, then he gets it down low to Vesely in the low post, attacking Childress, kicking it out. McCalebb takes a three, comes up short. Big Sofo with the rebound.
That was a good play because Bo McCalebb was absolutely open and he needed to take the shot.
Skunipan wants a pick and roll. It's Korchanidis. He has it again. He stops. Feeds Korchanidis against Maric. Uses his body. Goes down low with his left hand.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
He's been very efficient and productive.
No, but look at it. It was a beautiful play. He used his body and his left hand. You have to really praise the way Sofo has played for Olympiacos.
McCalebb down low, Vesely, good fake, sends Childers up in the air and scores finally an easy basket. That's exactly what they needed after falling down 13 by 7. Now they're trailing just by 5.
No, I think the first 5 minutes of the third quarter are going to be crucial for Partizan. They want to stay in the game, they want to keep their energy level high, and they want to stay right on the heels of Olympiacos.
Teodosic, pick and roll with Korchanidis. He goes to the rim but misses. Korchanidis fighting for rebound, but then Vesely comes up with it. McCalebb running in transition, attacking Skunipan, kicking it out. Roberts has space for the three, he misses. Big Sofo having position against Maric. Outlet pass for Kleza. Kleza not able to control. The pass was too long. Turnover for Olympiacos.
That was a good look by Sofo, but two, I would say, by half a meter long. Otherwise, Linas Kleza would have an open dunk.
Lawrence Roberts inbounding. McCalebb now with the ball. Of course, Olympiacos wants to run, wants to have those kinds of possession, rebounds or turnovers, long passes and transitions. They were not able to do that this time. Vesely, good pass down low. Maric with a dunk, his third dunk of the game. Good play, good execution.
No, good cooperation between the big guys. I know they are looking for each other, and here you saw how well they played together.
Now back to a one possession game. Childress faking against Vesely, but Vesely stays with him. Great defense. He picks the ball off him. Now McCalebb against Skunipan finds Lawrence Roberts. Then Dusan Kessman. Back to McCalebb, now slowing it down and calling the play. Roberts outside the three-point line. Kleza stays on him. Vesely against Childress. Waits for Kessman. Kessman defended by Olympiacos. Teodosic hustling, running on the baseline and saving it. Big Sofo has the ball and is fouled.
This was a nice passing on the interior and a strong finish by Alex Maric. Look at it one more time. Jan Vesely looking for Alex Maric.
35-32. Olympiacos with another offensive possession. Skunipan now playing the point. Teodosic playing as the point guard. Of course, as in the first half, they have Papaloukas ready to come off the bench and try to change again the game. Teodosic for Kleza. Kleza tries to have a look down low. He feeds Big Sofo. Big Sofo has another foul called on him. Skunipan wanted a flagrant foul there, but it's just a normal one. Big Sofo sent to the line with 2.
There's some wrestling going on right now on the inside, but what do you want to do with Big Sofo, please, when he receives the ball? Look at that. I mean, it's extremely hard for Alex Maric to do anything. And Alex Maric is a strong man himself.
Very physical basketball. Maric with 2 fouls, Branic with 3. They have to be aware of that, of course. Big Sofo with 8 points and 0 for 1 from the free throw line. He has another chance from there. Korchanidis, 50.8 free throw shooter in the season, so it's not really his job to score those ones. He misses another one. Big Sofo has been very, very productive, as you said, this season. He had been hampered by injuries, his body was not fit in this season. He's perfectly fit, and it really, really shows.
They call him Baby Shaq, and he's shown why this nickname, of course, because of his physical play, but also his free throw shooting is in line with Shaq.
0 for 3 on free throw shooting for Skorčanidis. Partizan with Maric. Maric against Skorčanidis outside the catchman. Catchman trying to find some space. Feeds Roberts down low. His shot is blocked. Another chance for Olympiacos on the break. Kleza tries to attack the rim, then turns around, wants the set play. Teodosic, pick and roll with Skorčanidis, kicks it out. Kleza attacking Roberts, going to the rim, his left hand.
That was a nice drive by Linas Kleza.
Nice drive by Kleza, nice job. They're playing very smart now. 6 points for Kleza, great execution.
But if you think about Kleza as the best scorer of the EuroLeague so far, you know, they've done a good defensive job on him. And Jan Vesely finishing strong in the lane with the basket and the foul.
Good pass inside by Roberts to Vesely. Vesely turns around, finds the basket, and one. Another good offensive execution. Here, take a look at this pass. Very good. He fakes the shot, and then he hits it. Jan Vesely from the free throw line. He has a chance for 3. Vesely, 8 points so far in this game. First time he goes to the free throw line. Jan Vesely is an average of 8 points per game, remains at 8 because he misses another free throw, and free throws can be a problem. If you're not scoring that, it's a close game so far. 3 points, you have to score your free throws.
No, free throws are crucial, and in the first half, Partizan missed 3 free throws, 6 for 9 in the first half from the free throw line.
Skunipan down low again to Big Sofa. What a good pass! And Kleza says thank you and hits a double-handed jam.
No, that was a nice cut by Linas Kleza. He cut right at the right time to the basket. Sofa saw him. Nice drop pass and a strong finish.
They're playing very good with their big man, alternating. Look at Big Sofa diving on the floor, deflecting that.
Wow! He's all over the place. He's excited.
Big Sofa, a factor, a big factor in this game.
Look at that nice pass, drop pass. Linas Kleza going up for the dunk.
Kleza, such a smart player, always knows the right position on the floor, is very smart in that.
Roberts hesitated a little bit. He's going to get the rest because Linas Kleza made a nice back out right behind his face.
McCalebb inside the three-point line. Now Partizan trailing by 5. Kazman has an open look and he hits the 3. Kazman finally with a 3-pointer. If Partizan scores from the 3-point line, it could be again trouble for Olympiacos.
They need to find a shooter. If it's Dusan Kecman, if it's Rasic or Božić, it doesn't matter, but they need to start shooting the threes.
Kleza again attacking the paint, throwing a foul by Branislav Čekić. Kleza will go to the line with 2 free throws. He's been really consistent. He has not scored as we used to see him, but he's been very smart. He takes his time, he takes his shots, very aggressive.
No, I think you have to give a hand to Partizan that they have done a very good defensive job on the best scorer of EuroLeague of this season, the winner of the Alfonso Ford trophy, Linas Kleza. But now he's waking up and he's starting to score some points.
He's not forcing shots though. This is 4 for 6 from the field. Now he has 2 free throws. First trip to the charity stripe in this night. Linas Kleza, as we said, Alfonso Ford trophy winner, 17.3 points per game, 6.4 rebounds. Really an amazing season. 3rd in total rebounds, 2nd in 2-pointers made, 3rd in free throws made. Really a force. And
he's in double-digit scoring already, with 10 points, the high scorer of Olympiacos and of the whole game overall.
4-point lead for Olympiacos after 2 free throws by Kleza. McCalebb for Jan Vesely.
Oh, look at it.
Vasilopoulos on him, very aggressive, but he spends a foul. Too aggressive this time.
No, but that's what he's gonna do the whole time. I know he's coming in for defensive purposes, and I think even in the first half, the minutes that he spent on the floor, he was playing extremely tough against Jan Vesely. Maybe trying to intimidate him a little bit because Jan Vesely is 20 years old and Vasilopoulos got strength and size on his side.
They also have the chance to be aggressive, just 2 personal fouls so far in this quarter. 5 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Olympiacos up by 4, but Partizan now trying to cut that lead. Dusan Kecman against Teodosic. Wants Jan Vesely. Vesely is not free, so Kecman goes to the rim, then kicks it out. McCalebb attacking. Everything's close. Vesely takes the 3. Tough 3. Missed by Kleza with a rebound.
Do you see the level of physical play that's going on right now? Everybody is trying to box out each other. There's bodies flying everywhere. Wow!
Milos Teodosic for Kleza in the low post against Roberts. Kleza now much more confident. Takes another shot. Very close to getting a three-point play. He draws a foul by Lawrence Roberts, and another trip to the line for Kleza. Now he's getting really dangerous if he gets that kind of play.
I agree. If it was still Papaloukas that showed up for Olympiacos in the first half, now it's Linas Kleza making his mark in the second half. He's starting to be really effective, and I think Coach Duško Vujošević will have to design a strategy how to slow down Linas Kleza.
10 points and 5 rebounds, 16 index ranking for Linas Kleza.
That's a great line. 4 for 6 from the 2. He missed one three-point shot. 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. No, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. He's got 5 rebounds total. Index rating of 16. Oh, very good game by Linas Kleza.
And they still have the best player in the first half, Papaloukas, ready to come off the bench and do some damage. But Partizan is staying there. 4 minutes, 33 seconds. They're just down by 4. They need to be as aggressive as they were in the first half. They need to stop Kleza. They need to go in the paint and try to double team him.
Oh, they must. I mean, there's no other way because Linas Kleza's got experience, he's got size, he's got explosiveness. I mean, he's the best scorer of the EuroLeague, so he's gonna try to go at Partizan as much as he can. Of course, Partizan is a little bit more worn out than Linas Kleza because he got more rest in the first half than the key players for Partizan that are guarding him right now, like for example Lawrence Roberts.
And we're watching some clips from the past, a winning tradition of Partizan Belgrade. Danilovic, they've had so many good players during the years. Djordjevic, this is an amazing shot by Djordjevic for Partizan. Now they're here, they're in the Final Four again. They're trying to get to the final. They were there in 1992 when they won their only EuroLeague trophy. Linas Kleza with 2 free throws, he misses the first one. 2 for 3 from the free throw line in this game. Borussia is back in for Olympiacos and they will try again to pound the paint also with him. Kleza, 11 points for him, 5-point lead again for Olympiacos Piraeus. Partizan trying to answer. McCalebb. Full court defense by Scooney Penn on him, trying to get him tired, but McCalebb is always trying to find the open lane, always trying.
He was looking for the gap,
rim.
yes, he was looking for the gap in the pick that Big Slavko Vranjes was setting for him. Look at it right now, he's attacking immediately Scooney Penn. Of course, he fouls him well before the shot, so it's out of bounds for Partizan.
He's so quick. Scooney Penn has 3 personal fouls, all 3 drawn by McCalebb in the same situation with McCalebb going past him and attacking the ring. Papaloukas now back in for Olympiacos. Let's see if he'll be as productive as he was in the first half. McCalebb with the ball, again attacking the rim, trying to go for the dunk. Borussia is very close to an amazing block. 2 incredible tries, one by McCalebb.
But you have to give it to little fella. He just challenged the big man. He rose and he drew the foul.
And you do not expect that from McCalebb. Is so short. Look at that jump. Goes right at Borussia. Borussia takes lots of ladder. Maybe also McCaleb's arm. McCalebb headed anyway to the free throw line with 2. Bo McCalebb, first point in the second half for him. He had 8 in the first half.
Wow, this was unbelievable. Bo McCalebb just rising to the occasion. At 1 meter 83 centimeters, he just took off.
McCalebb in double digits now. It's still a 1 possession game. 3 points only divided into 2 teams. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Papaloukas finding Borussia down low. Another contested shot. Slavko Vranjes fouls Borussia. 4th personal foul for Slavko Vranjes.
And for Slavko Vranjes, it's really in 5 minutes he's got 4 fouls, and this is not a game that everybody expected from him. 4 fouls in 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
The first couple of minutes was very productive. 2 blocks, trying to stop Big Sofo down low. Then he started accumulating fouls.
I mean, he's such an experienced player that maybe now at the situation that Partizan is in, maybe he should have let Borussia make the 2-point shot and just save his foul.
Borussia scoring the first free throw. Vranjes always had in his career. Foul troubles, of course, not easy to control. 2.29 meters body is the tallest player ever in the EuroLeague Final Four. 5 points for Yannis Bourousis. Olympiacos Piraeus back to a 5-point lead. Now Partizan trying again to tie the game or get a lead, but Olympiacos always answering. Petar Božić back in the game for Partizan. Guarded by Bob Lucas. Božić.
Look at the intensity. Look at the defensive intensity from Teo Papaloukas. He's all over Božić.
Yes, tiger eyes defending Božić. McCalebb trying to find space, finding an incredible path to the basket. To Maric, then Vesely pushing down the boards. Offensive foul for Vesely and another chance for Olympiacos. And now 2 free throws because Partizan is over the team bonus.
Jan Vesely was fighting very hard for the rebound. I think he got frustrated at the end and just spent one of his fouls.
McCalebb finding really a very narrow path, reaching Maric. Maric missing the shot down low. Bourousis with another trip to the free throw line.
There's a lot of traffic around the basket. It was a tough shot, even though Maric had a good position close to the basket. There was an awful lot of bodies around him.
As I said before, they're always trying to cluster paint, trying to close the lane, very physical down low.
And it's smart. No, it's smart. If you look at the percentage of the threes for Partizan, then it makes sense that you will try to clog the middle.
Yannis Bourousis missing his first free throw, misses also the second one.
And Linas Kleiza made a violation.
Lane violation by Linas Kleiza, so offer 2 for Bourousis.
That's surprising because Jonas Bourousis is a very good shooter for his size. Remember that 3-point shot.
77.8, yeah, free throw shooter. He missed 2, now Partizan with another chance to get closer. Vesely this time, the foul is down low with Vasilopoulos fouling Alex Maric and now sending him to the free throw line because also Olympiacos now is over the team bonus.
Of course, Maric is also not the greatest free throw shooter. Let's see how Alex does at the line this time.
This will be very, very important. Also now, 3 minutes, 28 seconds. With such a physical play, there will be lots and lots of chances from the free throw line.
No, I mean, fatigue is setting in. Both teams are starting to feel their legs. So, of course, free throw shooting and the amount of free throws that you will shoot might play the key role down the stretch.
Alex Maric misses the second one, 9 points for him. 4-point lead for Olympiacos. Papaloukas calling the play, bringing the ball up court. Vasilopoulos for Teodosic. Teodosic faking the 3, then turning around.
Wow!
Milos Teodosic is a star in the making in the EuroLeague.
Did you see how tough this shot was? It was a fake on one side, spin move and a 3-point shot.
Božić down low to Maric. Bourousis on him, then he kicks it out. Božić from the corner.
Right back.
Another 3 right back at them. They went up by 7. Now they're back to a 4-point lead. It's very, very important for Partizan to hit those shots.
No, Petar Božić can give them a lift from the 3-point line. He's 2 for 2 from the 3 in this game today.
Papaloukas for Vasilopoulos. In the corner, Bourousis, all the space in the world, takes the 3, misses, but Kleiza is there.
He's there
what
to
the
clean
rebound,
up.
what the timing. He hits down low. Kleiza now is getting on fire.
And it is very hard for players, for the defensive team players, to catch the rebound if it's an air ball. If the ball completely misses the rim, it's extremely hard for the rebounders.
McCalebb pick and roll. Roberts inside, good pass. High post, low post. He finds Maric. Maric again fouled and sent to the free throw line. Alex Maric, 9 points and 4 rebounds in this game, sticks in index ranking.
But immediately you can see 3 white and red jersey players around him collapsing on Maric. Immediately after he received the ball, they just swarm on him and tried to go for the block shot, but of course there was a foul in the making.
And that's also why it was important for Božić to hit that 3, because they're trying to open the field now.
They must, otherwise Maric's got nowhere to go because he will be surrounded by bodies.
Double digits in scoring for Alex Maric in this game. Partizan now try and cut the lead. It will be very important for them to stay close at the end of the third quarter and give it all on the floor, then on the fourth. Maric 2 for 2. Kleiza inbounding for Milos Teodosic. Partizan Belgrade 45, Olympiacos Piraeus 49 in the third quarter of the second semi-final. Papaloukas, pick and roll with Korchanidis. He finds Korchanidis! Another dunk, Korchanidis!
This wasn't a dunk, this was a monster dunk.
Monster jam by Big Sofo. 6-point lead for Olympiacos. Strahinja Milosevic to McCalebb, down low to Roberts. Roberts traveling, trying to get an advantage in the low post. That's a tough moment for Partizan now.
Corrado, look at that. This big fella just exploding off 2 feet. Wow.
Look at that. What an explosion. Big Sofo, two-handed, right at them. And this is a totally different player.
I mean, all 135 kilos of Sophocles just exploding and getting up to the rim.
Big Sofo again down low against Maric. Kicks it out this time. McCalebb, very smart. Closes the passing lane. In transition, but he hurt himself while dunking. Let's hope it's not serious. McCalebb hurt it after that dunk. Maybe it's just cramps.
Yeah.
They're helping him, trying to get him on his feet. But what a play again by McCalebb. He flies down there on the court.
I cannot believe it. If I wasn't here in Paris, I would not believe my eyes on TV. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal show of athleticism.
McCalebb is in pain. He's trying and trying. Always very aggressive, always very intense, but that comes to a price. Look at that. He closes the passing lane. He steals it and rises to the occasion. Great dunk. But then when he lands, his leg is starting to hurt. Let's hope they can recover Lester Bo McCalebb for this game. It would be a shame we're not able to come back with this beautiful semi-final.
I mean, he has played so far out of 28 minutes played. He's been on the court for 26 out of the 28, so only 2 minutes short spell of rest for Bo McCalebb. So you can see what kind of a crucial role he plays for Partizan and coach Duško Vujošević.
1 minute 20 seconds remaining in the third. Alex Razic in for Partizan, substituting Bo McCalebb. Razic 0 for 6 from the field. He will have to find those shots sooner or later for Partizan to stay in this game. What a beautiful semi-final. Partizan trailing by 4. Papaloukas for Teodosic. He wants Teodosic to act as a point guard here. Teodosic calling the play. Papaloukas receiving the ball. Pick and roll. Goes on his own. Kicks it out. Kleza attacking again. Lawrence Roberts. Look at Kleza. Goes there. But the help by Partizan. They're able to get the defensive rebound. Now they have another good chance. Under 1 minute in the third. Razic calling the play. Pedar Bozic receiving the ball outside the three-point line. Alex Maric, pick and roll with Bozic. Razic for Roberts. Cashman in the corner, catches and shoots. Dusan Cashman with an incredible three. And it's a 1-point game now with 26 seconds remaining. Teodosic attacking, taking the shot. He misses, but he's being fouled by Pedar Bozic. It's becoming an amazing battle on the field. They're pounding the ball down there. Fouls, three-pointers, intensity. All you need is here tonight.
This is best European basketball on show. This is unbelievable.
23.7 seconds remaining. Big Sofo to the charity stripe again. Sophocles, Korchanidis, 10 points in this game. 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Make it 0 for 4. And as we said before, free throw shooting could be a factor. 11 for 19 only for Olympiacos in this game. 11 for 16 for Partizan. Big Sofo finally hits it. But it's a 2-point game now, and Partizan could have the last possession if they will go to the very last second.
Of course, they will try to execute well and wait for the last shot because they don't want to give up the ball
Partizan
again to Olympiacos.
with a chance to even get a lead in this third quarter. Bozic inside to Maric. Maric with another dunk. Partizan is for real again. No underdogs here. This is a great team. 2 seconds remaining. Papaloukas, Hail Mary three-pointer. Short. At the end of the third quarter, we have a tied game at 52. What an amazing semi-final!
I don't know what to say because this has been just phenomenal. Bo McCalebb, the key factor for Partizan, goes out of the game with injury, and they cut the game back, and we start over again at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Let's see if McCalebb will be able to come back in the fourth. He's getting some rest on the bench now, but Partizan, with each and every player, they're hustling, they're giving it all on the floor. As we said before, now they've built again their confidence. They're there, the game is tight, they can give it all at just one quarter to play.
And I think everybody agrees here in the gym that everything is possible with Partizan. Remember when Alex Maric went down with injury in March, in December. Slavko Vranje steps in and they are able to compete and advance from top 16. This was phenomenal. Everybody thought with Alex Maric out of the lineup it's going to be big trouble for Partizan. Right now, Bo McCalebb with a big question mark over his last 10 minutes of play in this game. I think it's going to be up to Božić and Rasić, because looking at Bo McCalebb just laying there in the corner of the court, it doesn't look good at all.
Alex Maric with 13 points and 4 rebounds, an index ranking of 20 is leading. Partizan 12 by McCalebb. So now he's on the bench. They're trying to get him relaxed, trying to handle his muscles. Let's hope he'll be able to come back to the floor for Olympiacos. 13 points and 6 rebounds by Linas Kleiza, 11 points each by Milos Teodosic and Big Sofo.
But it looks like Bo McCalebb is back on his feet. He's trying to walk off the cramps. It looks like cramps that he had in his calf, or one of his calves to be exact.
He's not starting the fourth quarter, but they're trying to help him on the sideline, trying to get him on his feet. Partizan now also with the first possession of the fourth quarter. They have a chance to get a lead after a long time.
But they were in close contact with Olympiacos during the whole duration of the game. They just kept it close, and they are exactly at the situation they want to be. It's starting over at the beginning of the fourth quarter, 52-52.
Game tied 52. Anything can happen in this fourth quarter. Dusan Kecman for Maric from top of the key. He had a chance to get the shot, but decided to go back outside. He finds Rasić. Rasić attacks the rim, picks it up. Papaloukas is there, closing the passing lane, stealing the ball. And now also Nikola Vujicic in the game for
the veteran. This is not easy after 30 minutes on the bench to come in the game.
Teodosic with a 3, misses. Lawrence Roberts with a rebound. Vujicic immediately with a good pass, finding the open man. Lawrence Roberts for Vesely. Maric pounding down low. They go to Rasić. Rasić is 0 for 6 maybe now. Yeah, a bit of fear. Rasić feeding Maric! Down low! The basket is good!
Alex Maric! Wow! Good pass. It was by Rasić. He penetrated, and at the last moment he just handed the ball to Alex Maric. He was able to take the contact and finish it off.
Left-handed pass by Alex Rasić in traffic. How hard was that? He reaches Alex Maric. He goes there, scores. He has a chance for 3. Alex Maric, so far in this game, has been amazing. 15 points for him, also for rebounds. 16 now for Maric, and it's a 3-point lead for Partizan.
What a game, huh?
Teo Papaloukas. Now the atmosphere is incredible. Teodosic for Papaloukas. He attacks Dusan Kecman. Kecman raises his hand, fouling Papaloukas. 8 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in this incredible EuroLeague show. Childress, very quiet for a long time, inbounding for Papaloukas. Papaloukas inside to Kleiza. Kleiza down low. Vujicic a bit cold. Kicks it out. Teodosic takes another 3. Again off target, but Kleiza with a rebound goes there to dunk. And
wow.
It was very far from the basket.
Did you see how he attacked it off 2 feet just from the offensive rebound? He saw that nobody was around him, so Linas Kleiza takes it strong to the basket and he is fouled.
2 free throws for Linas Kleiza. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line in this game. 13 points for him. Really aggressive.
But you're right about Josh Childress. It's been a very quiet night for him. 24 minutes, only 4 points on the shooting of 1 for 9.
Linas Kleiza scoring on his first free throw. Kleiza really the big man for Olympiacos in the second half. Scores both. It's a 1-point game again. McCalebb on the floor. Maybe trying to slow the pace a bit to get some rest, trying to fix his muscle. Vesely down low to Maric. Maric fighting for position with Vujicic, but Vujicic is a bit cold. He has to get in the atmosphere, in the flow of the game.
No, and I mean, he's got a really hard job in guarding Maric down low. Maric works very hard for his position, and Nikola Vujicic is going to have a hard time. I think he's going to need help of his teammates to double down and help him on a single coverage. I think Alex Maric got advantage over Nikola Vujicic.
Maric for McCalebb. McCalebb waiting for Catchman to come off screens. Gets the ball now. Maric has position against Vujicic. Double team by Olympiacos. Maric goes to McCalebb. McCalebb attacks the basket!
Spectacular shot.
Not afraid of anything. Not the pain.
No,
not Olympiacos. Anything.
His calf is okay, I think, judging by the shot that he just made.
Papaloukas outside the three-point line. Tries to attack Cashman, but what a big block by Alex Maric. Sends the ball out of bounds. 11 seconds remaining for the play for Olympiacos. Partizan 57, Olympiacos 54, 8 minutes remaining.
And look at the fans of Partizan, they are just coming alive, they are ecstatic, they're on their feet.
Papaloukas inbounding, trying to find Vujicic, but it's another steal. In transition, McCalebb misses the shot, but he is fouled. He will go to the line. Maybe did not have the legs to try another dunk.
Jan Vesely was on the left side, he was thinking about the pass, but then at the end he decided to go all the way to the basket.
I think the doctor made a very good job on McCalebb. Look at how he played in the last 2 possessions.
Look at the spectacular shot, Bo McCalebb.
McCalebb with 14 points. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Yes, 2 now. McCalebb really dominating in this season from the point guard position. He's been the most consistent player for Partizan for the whole season.
And that's why I think that Coach Yanakis is getting off his player Skunipen to come on court, because he's going to try to slow down Bo McCalebb. Of course, I think from the side of Olympiacos, Skunipen is the ideal player to try to guard, stop, or slow down at least Bo McCalebb.
Fresh legs to try and stop McCalebb. Now Partizan with a 4-point lead in this game. Skunipen calling the play. Pick and roll with Korchanidis. Kleiza comes out to get the ball against Djakic. He has an experience advantage, of course, but he goes to Skunipen. Childress inside to Big Sofo. Sofo, some contact, but not a foul. He misses. Vesely controls. Catchman gets the rebound. Big Sofo down there. No problem. Just stay there. They'll have to sweep the floor now.
Look at the replay. There was some really tough banging going on between Sofo and Maric. There's some shoulders down, players down. I think it was an elbow by accident of Jan Vesely into the face of Sofo. That's why he went down. Here we see Vlade Divac.
The big Vlade Divac cheering.
The legend, Vlade the legend.
4-point lead for Partizan in this game, and now they also have the ball in their hands. They had a maximum lead of 7 points in the first quarter. They were up 17-10. Now they have the chance to tie again that lead with a 3-pointer. McCalebb for Lawrence Roberts. Kleiza on him. Childress very aggressive now on Vesely. Vesely, he is double team and he turns the ball over. Good job this time on defense by Olympiacos. Teodosic using Big Sofo's body to get some space, but Maric is there
blocked
and blocks his shot. Cashman running in transition, feeding Roberts. Roberts fouled by Skunipen. 4th personal foul for Skunipen.
A tough foul. He stopped the fast break. That was going to be 2 easy points for Partizan, so Skunipen stops it with a hard foul.
14th foul for Olympiacos, so no free throws this time, but the next time they will. Maric to get some rest now. Zlatko Vranic with 4 personal fouls. tries to get some minutes. In this game, he only had 5 minutes and 15 seconds so far.
And he has 4 fouls, so let's see if Slavko Vranjes can stay out of foul trouble. I think 2 or 3 minutes would be ideal, because then I expect Maric to check back into the game.
McCalebb trying to call the play. Catchman changes the play. He wants to come off screens, but McCalebb stops and pops the jumper by McCalebb.
He didn't know what to do with
17 points in this game.
If you don't know what to do with the ball, just shoot it. That's what Bo McCalebb just did.
Leading all scorers, and now Partizan up to a 6-point lead. Papaloukas attacking the basket, finding Childress, who wanted to dunk the ball, but only found the rim. Everybody on the floor.
Look at that, look at that, look at the intensity. This is the semi-final of EuroLeague. That's why you watch the games the whole season, to see this. This is unbelievable show.
Held ball, possession arrow favoring Olympiacos this time, and it was good for them, because otherwise they would have been in a pretty deep hole.
Teo Papaloukas got shaken up a little bit on the play, but he's walking off.
60 to 54, 6 minutes, 19 seconds. Papaloukas a bit shaken after that play.
Of course, this is crunch time. There's no time to substitute, go out of the game. They need Teo Papaloukas on the floor right now.
Skunipan inbounding for Papaloukas. Kleza wants to hand the ball back to Papaloukas. Everybody on him! Everybody trying to get that ball. They've got that intensity. How can they have that intensity after 34 minutes?
Can you explain that to me? That was my question to you. Where do they take the energy from?
I really don't know. It's such an amazing game. Timeout on the floor. Partizan hustling on each and every ball, having a 6-point lead. Now Olympiacos needs points.
This is crunch time. This is crunch time for Olympiacos. They need to get back into the flow. I think they are shaken up. If you think about the last play, Josh Childers just missing a dunk. He was blocked by the rim. And Partizan is just all over the place. They are diving on the floor, 2-3 players at the same time. They are hyped. They don't feel no fatigue. No fatigue at the moment.
17 points by Bo McCalebb to lead all scorers. 16 for Maric with 5 rebounds, 2 steals and a 28 index ranking for Olympiacos. 15 points and 8 rebounds by Linas Kleza, 11 points each by Teodosic and Skorčaniris. Teodosic and Childress have been silent for a long time. Now Olympiacos trying to go to Kleza. He's been their go-to guy in the whole second half.
But he needs somebody to join him. I think, he cannot stay alone, because it should be Papaloukas, Ketsman. Not Ketsman, Teodosic. He missed some shots from the outside. Somebody need to join him, or Childers. They cannot just leave him alone. Sofo tried his best, but I think that he's getting tired at the moment.
After so many minutes on the floor, of course, he's not used to play so much and at this level of intensity, but he's back on the floor now. Childress, Kleza, big Sofo.
It's heavy minutes for Sofo at the moment. He's playing already 21.5 minutes, and I think that's already over his average he's getting for the season. Another tactical timeout.
Another timeout. Both Vujosevic and Yanakis talking to their teams. Really an incredible intensity. As we said before, there are no underdogs here. Both teams deserving to go all the way to the end. And let's see how it will come out at the end of this great game.
But you have to really take your head off before Partizan. They never gave up. They went up early, like you said, but then Panathinaikos really had the game in their hand firmly, but they refuse to give up. This young team refuses to give up. They don't fear anybody, and they will play till the last second of the game. And it paid off for them.
As I said before, now Vranjes still on the floor. He will try to be there for 2-3 minutes, just the time to get Maric's rested,
exactly.
And then he will come on the floor, give it all for 3 minutes.
Maric is exhausted. He has fought for every position on offense there around the basket. He's had enormous job on his back with keeping Sophocles Skorčaniris out of the paint. So any rest that Alex Maric can get right now will be very, very valuable down the stretch.
McCalebb, Kessman, Vesely, Vranjes and Lawrence Roberts on the field for Partizan. Papaloukas, Childress, Teodosic, Big Sofo, and Linas Kleza for Olympiacos. As we say, Olympiacos needing points, needing desperately points. Down by 6. Also because for Partizan the confidence is building and building. Papaloukas attacking Vesely. taking the baseline, faking the shot with his left hand. What a classy shot. When you need something, Papaloukas is there.
Wow, over Slavko Vranjes, 229, right over him with the fake.
McCalebb for Lawrence Roberts. Roberts inside, good pass to Vesely. Defeats Vranjes down low, left-handed shot contested. He missed that one. Rebound by Big Sofo. Papaloukas in transition for Childress. Childress has the space and he goes to the rim and scores with his left hand. And it's again a one-possession game.
No, quick 4 points by Olympiacos. Good concentration and execution on their part.
Lawrence Roberts for Dusan Kessman. Kessman waiting for Vranjes to gain position. Pick and roll. Sofo comes out on him. Cashman doesn't know where to go. Papaloukas steals it from him. Kleza in trouble but able to control the ball. In the corner, Teodosic fakes the three. McCalebb goes for the ball but is called for a foul.
And immediately there's substitution on the side of Partizan. Slavko Vranjes is going to check out. Maric, of course, coming in for him. And it's Ketsman who made the last mistake. He turned the ball over. It's replaced by Rasic.
Another smart play by Papaloukas who stayed there. The double team on Kessman, stole the ball. Now Olympiacos with Josh Childress. A contact down low, foul call. Childress attacking the rim twice after being quiet for a long time.
Look
now
at him
they
one more
also
time.
have him back.
Jan Vesely moving his feet very well, but he was there half a step late and he's called for the foul. It's a third personal foul for Jan Vesely.
Josh Childress 2 for 8 from the field, but 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He has not been a factor so far, but he's trying with a basket in transition and now with 2 free throws to get Olympiacos to a tied game. 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining. Really a close game, as good as a EuroLeague semifinal as you can wish. Childress missing the second one, so still a 1 point lead for Partizan. McCalebb for Roberts. Kleza still very aggressive on him. Vesely. Maric tries to get position, but he's double teamed by Papaloukas, who denies him the ball. Bozic attacking Teodosic. Tough shot, he misses, but Maric is there with the offensive rebound. McCalebb going in. What a circus shot!
Whoa! Jan Vesely with the tip dunk.
Vesely with a putback, two-handed dunk. What an intense player, what an intense team. 3 point lead. Kleza tries to even that, but he misses. And Vesely after the dunk gets another rebound. McCalebb finds the open man in transition. Bozic kicks it out back to McCalebb. To Maric, guarded by Sophocles Rochaneres. And it's a violation, turnover for Partizan. Now, good job by Olympiacos defense who stayed on Maric. Let's watch the clock. 2 seconds, 1 second.
Yes, it was the right call.
The rim.
Yes.
Very, very close.
Good call by the referees.
Papaloukas for Teodosic. Teodosic takes the three, misses another one. Kleza keeps the ball alive. What a good play. Papaloukas in the corner. Kleza is there for the three. Air ball for him. Childress with another offensive rebound. And now maybe Partizan is a bit tired, of course. Childress attacks again with a dunk. What a beautiful game. 62-61, 3 minutes, 33 seconds.
There was no power left in the defender's legs to stop Josh Childress. He took it strong to the rim.
Vesely trying to find Maric. Big Sofo is on him. Bozic. Aggressive defense by Teodosic. They switch. Kleza now is on Bozic. Maric with a tough long shot. He misses, but Roberts is there with the offensive rebound. Fouled by Kleza, who goes very close to the big T. Then he stops. But Lawrence Roberts is added to the free throw line. Very tough call, borderline call there.
Good work by Lawrence Roberts on the boards, as he's done the whole season. He gets the rebound over Teodosic, who switched on him. This is the last basket by Olympiacos. Oh, great, smart play by Josh Childress.
Childress has been much more aggressive now in this
and patient. This was exercising patience.
Lawrence Roberts missing the first free throw. Watch out, as we said before, for free throws. 13 for 21.
It's 8 missed free throws.
From the free throw line. Roberts missing another one, but Catchman is there. Trying to fight for the offensive rebound with Papaloukas. Partizan ball.
Oh, this was unbelievable. How did Catchman get in there between the big guys? I don't believe it.
Incredible. They still have the energy to do that. Papaloukas fighting for the loose ball, and he sends it out of bounds with his body. He complains, but he couldn't look at the ball. McCalebb inbounding. Peter Bozic for Alex Maric. Catchman comes out to get the ball. Papaloukas very aggressive on him. 3 minutes remaining. Catchman trying to be aggressive. Feeding Roberts. Good double team. This time an incredible defense by Olympiacos.
Now, you must praise Olympiacos for the defense they are playing down the stretch. This is all about heart. Nobody's saving any energy. Nobody's thinking about the final. Everybody is thinking only about the semifinal.
Papaloukas always on the ball, double teaming, going to the dribbler, going to the open man. He's doing an amazing defense. Maybe that is not showing on offense, but on defense, he's been incredible in the last minutes.
This is going to be tactical battle down the stretch. Every small mistake is going to be punished right now.
Partizan up by 1, 2 minutes, 48 seconds remaining.
And look at that, for Partizan, 18-year-old Djekic is on the floor right now.
Behind the back, very close to a charge. Vesely stays on him, steals the ball. Catchman controlling, good job by Jan Vesely on Childress. McCalebb receiving the ball by Djekic, and Vujosevic has the gap to keep Djekic with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in this game.
Oh,
what a violation. Palming called on McCalebb.
Wow.
Turnover for Partizan in a big, big moment.
We didn't see that from the replay.
Papaloukas calling the play. Teodosic hasn't scored for a long time. Papaloukas finds Childress cutting in the paint. An arrow, a dagger in the paint. Childress with an easy basket. Papaloukas was all over it. Djekic, again the pressure by Kleza. Let's see what they call. Djekic hurting on the field. Very, very physical game. Olympiacos now defending on each and every ball. Kleza and Papaloukas particularly.
The ball possession for, is it Partizan keeps the ball?
Partizan with a
yes, the
possession
arrow.
Here's another basket by Childress, and Childress has come to life in his fourth quarter.
No, he scored some key possessions for them. 31 minutes on the floor with 11 points, and he's come alive, just like you said.
We were just saying, they need someone else than Linas Kleza. Childress right now is the answer.
And I said it was a very quiet night for Childress up until now.
Now Olympiacos up by 1. 2 minutes remaining. Vesely inbounding. Ball is deflected, but Catchman able to control it. McCalebb takes a tough three. Misses. Vesely fights for the rebound, but Childress with authority controlling it.
That was a high rebound. Josh Childress just cleaned the board. Crucial possession of the game. 1 point game. Minute 38 to go.
Olympiacos up by 1. Teodosic attacking for Childress. He takes a three, misses. And Partizan controlling the defensive rebound with Maric. They're exchanging leads. They're exchanging possessions. They are coming to the wire. 1 minute, 20 seconds of passion in this second semifinal.
I feel devotion.
I feel devotion too. Catchman with a three. Doesn't get anything. Papaloukas again with a loose ball. Papaloukas controlling.
Another huge possession for Olympiacos. Coach Vujosevic is signaling for the timeout.
Under 1 minute. Pick and roll with Borosis. Papaloukas in the corner. Childress down low for Borosis, guarded by Maric. Borosis fakes the shot, but he misses. Maric controlling. What a great effort by Teodosic.
Wow.
He goes there to contest that ball, and he takes it from Maric.
Teodosic just comes from behind and steals the ball from Alex Maric. Good defense there by Maric.
Look at the replay. Maric thought he already had it, and Teodosic focused on the ball. stealing it from him.
And immediately, Coach Vujocevic waves the timeout. 47 seconds to go. Let's see what Teodosic does on the line. Of course, he's a good shooter.
Teodosic, 88% free throw shooter in the season. 2 for 2 in this game. 11 points, only 3 for 10 from the field. These are really important. Teodosic hits the first one. Olympiacos up by 2. 47.3 seconds remaining. This semifinal is going to the wire. You can feel it, the atmosphere in the air. Teodosic sinking both free throws. And now it's a 3-point lead for Olympiacos. Partizan needs to score. McCalebb for Vesely. Cashman coming off screens, receiving the 3-pointer.
Wow! It's even!
65. Partizan 65, Olympiacos, less than 30 seconds.
10 seconds difference on the shot clock and end of the game.
14 to shoot, 24 to end the game. Papaloukas for Borosis. Borosis in trouble. Feeds Teodosic. Teodosic, the tough three, misses. Ball in the corner. Everybody hustling. Partizan has it. Game tied, 7 seconds. McCalebb scores in transition. Still has the energy to do that. 6.8 seconds remaining.
What do you say?
Partizan up by 2.
Oh my God! This is unbelievable game. I don't think I've been part of a game like this. Down to the wire, one side, the other side, the score goes unbelievable.
Unbelievable game. 2-point game. Now timeout on the floor. Coach Giannakis trying to draw the play. Let's see if they will try and get the win with a 3-pointer or try to get maybe down low and try to tie the game.
I don't think they will go for the 3-pointer. I don't think they have shot the ball from the 3 well enough to judge that call. It's 4 for 20, only 20% from the 3-point line for Olympiacos. So I think it's a question to me. Is it going to go to Papaloukas? I think Papaloukas will start the offense, try to penetrate and see what happens.
Also looking at the fouling situation, of course, the stamina that Partizan can bring to the table. Maybe it would be, of course, wiser to try and go to the overtime, trying to get a basket, a 2-point basket there.
I think we'll start with Teo Papaloukas and he will make the decision. He's the extended right hand of Coach Giannakis on the court, so I think it will be up to him. He's been to 8 consecutive Final Fours and you have him on your side. Who else do you want to play make at this
He really knows what to do there. 6.8 seconds remaining. Incredible game. Both teams exchanging leads. Everything changing all of a sudden. Now Partizan trying to get their last defensive stop. And Olympiacos, arguably, with Papaloukas, as George said right now, he will try and read the situation. He has 6.8 seconds. It's not that much, but it's enough time to do something.
No, 6.8 seconds. That's enough time for sure. They are not time pressure. They have enough time to dribble up the court and set up some kind of a shot.
And that's the final of the Adriatic League. Look at Kazman. Cibona thought they had already win. Kazman from 3/4 of the field. 0.6 seconds remaining. He scores. And of course, Olympiacos now would need something like that.
But look at the composure in the face of Teo Papaloukas. He is focused. Watch out for him. Watch out for Teo Papaloukas.
He's the best player to make smart decisions in this clutch seconds. He's been there doing that. Now Papaloukas inbounding. Maybe they will have the ball back then, decide what to do. Childress on the receiving end, back to Papaloukas. Teodosic takes the 3 for the win. Childress!
He scores! He goes up!
Incredible outcome. 2.6 seconds remaining. Tight game. They went for 3. They came up short, and Childress out of nowhere for the dunk.
This is what happens with the situation of an air ball. The ball doesn't touch the rim. This is the hardest for the defensive rebounders to get it. This is the hardest because there's no contact with the rim. Nobody knows where the ball is going. Of course, the offensive rebounders are following the ball, and this is the best situation for them. Of course.
Look at that. Looks like an alley-oop, but Teodosic was trying to score clearly. Roberts was on him. He did not have a clear view to the basket. Good job by Roberts, but Childress came out of nowhere and scored for the tie with a dunk. 13 points for Childress. Absolutely the go-to guy for Olympiacos in the fourth quarter.
Oh, he helped them. Unbelievable. The way he played down the stretch.
What we were saying about using Kessman's shot before, he needs another one now.
Well, let's see. We still got 2.6 seconds to go. Let's see what
the defense gives them, though, because action and reaction. Look at Koscianakis seeing the outcome of that play.
no emotions.
Very quiet, everything perfectly calm. 2.6 seconds remaining, game tied at 67. The chance for Partizan to win it.
Of course, the key right now for Partizan is not to turn the ball over. That should be the #1 objective.
McCalebb inbounding. Cashman has the ball. Tries to go to McCalebb. McCalebb scores, and he's long.
It's overtime. Yes.
Overtime at Belgrade-Olympiacos Piraeus between Partizan Belgrade and Olympiacos Piraeus. And maybe that's what's supposed to happen. These two teams, we were exchanging leads. Every one of those teams was doing their best on the floor. They were equal in each other, and maybe the overtime is the right solution.
Yes, I guess this is just for both sides because they play so hard and they exchange the lead so many times that overtime, extra 5 minutes of play is what's supposed to happen.
67-67 at the end of regulation. Bo McCalebb, 19 points, 16 for Alex Maric for Partizan, 15 by Linas Kleiza, 13 by Teodosic, and especially Josh Childress. It became a factor in the fourth quarter, really the main reason why Olympiacos is still alive in this game.
But I think fatigue could be the key factor in overtime because if I can repeat the minutes, 36 minutes for Jan Vesely, 33 for Maric, 35 for McCalebb, and 36 for Roberts. So these guys play some really heavy minutes, and they play them with high intensity, and they have to fight defensively on every possession of the game. So if I don't know if pure adrenaline can carry them over through another 5 minutes of the game. I really cannot tell at the moment.
It will be another achievement by Partizan. They're doing everything they can to overachieve throughout all the season. When you think they don't have enough, they always have, they always answer.
They find a way. They just find a way to extend a miraculous season.
Start of the overtime. Piraeus, second semi-final, EuroLeague 2010 Final Four. Let's see which team reaches Regal FC Barcelona in the 2010 EuroLeague final. Olympiacos with the first possession. Milos Teodosic to Papaloukas. Kleiza trying to get the ball in the high post. They go to Childress. Zone defense now for Partizan to try and preserve them. Childress attacking the lane. Cashman with a foul.
Of course, they're trying to preserve Slavko Vranjes as long as possible, and he's the most effective around the basket. That's why Partizan is going to the zone.
And it's in a shooting situation, so just Childress going to the line with 2.
And I think they're going to quickly substitute between the big men because now for offensive part, Alex Maric is coming on the court and Slavko Vranjes is going to sit down on the bench, but next time, maybe for defensive purposes, Slavko Vranjes will check right back into the game for defense.
13 for Childress so far. As we said, he's a totally different player in this fourth quarter. He was very, very quiet until his explosion. He started to attack the basket again. Easy baskets, driving to the rim. Then the shot to tie it into overtime. Now 2 free throws for him. 15 points for Josh Childress and a 2-point lead for Olympiacos. Bo McCalebb for Lawrence Roberts. Kleiza always very aggressive over Roberts in that position throughout the whole game. Maric fighting for position in the paint. He is fouled by Borousis.
Yes, Borousis catches him from the back. It's a clear foul. Of course, Maric is going to shoot it because the bonus stay from the regulation. So 2 shots for Alex Maric.
2 shots for Alex Maric, 16 points, 8 rebounds, a 29 index ranking, 5 for 7 from the field. Amazing stats for him.
Free throw shooting. That could be the story of the game.
13 for 22, 59% on free throw shooting for Partizan, and that could be very well the story of the game. But right now they're trailing by 1. Papaloukas to Teodosic. Yanis Borousis gets it back to Papaloukas. Double team. McCalebb back to Papaloukas, feeding Borousis. McCalebb helps him. Childress is there.
He's there.
He's there. Always ready to do something good. Childress takes the ball from his hand and then draws another foul. Look at that. McCalebb had a good idea, but Childress anticipating Dusan Cashman, who did not box him out.
Well, it was a loose ball situation, and Josh Childress, because of his aggressiveness, he's moving all over the floor. He was at the right spot at the right moment.
Cashman fouling out, and that's bad news.
That's bad news because of his shooting ability and experience also.
For Coach Vujovic, the only player for Partizan who's played in the EuroLeague Final Four is on the bench now. Childress continues to fill his scoreboard. 17 points now, leading scorer for Olympiacos. 3-point lead for the Greek team. Partizan trying to answer. Vesely to McCalebb. Back to Vesely. McCalebb pick and roll with Lawrence Roberts. Vesely got it by Childress. Bozic fakes the 3. Goes right at Papaloukas. Papaloukas just a bit late on Bozic. He raises his hand. He knows he has fouled Peter Bozic.
Too much contact on the drive. Here you see Dusan Cashman really frustrated with the 5th foul that he committed. I know he wants to be out there helping his teammates fight through this tough battle and make it to the final of the EuroLeague.
First free throws for Peter Bozic in the game. He scored 2 very important 3-pointers. And now he scores both free throws. Still a 1-point game, 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the overtime. Milos Teodosic for Borousis. Papaloukas now guarded by McCalebb. Pick and roll with Borousis. Papaloukas goes inside. Borousis wide open.
What a play.
Partizan's defense could not adjust to that pick and roll.
No, but did you see Papaloukas? He kept the defense guessing. He kept them right in the middle, and that was the key to his nice pass.
73-70 for Olympiacos. McCalebb to Vesely. Bozic, catch and shoot. Takes the 3, misses. Loose rebound. And Olympiacos comes out with it because Alex Maric slips to the floor. Papaloukas in transition to Linas Kleiza. Kleiza fouled while going to the rim. And also Kleiza headed to the free throw line. Olympiacos now looking more fit.
They are looking more fit, and I think also when I saw the body language of Partizan players coming out of the intermission between the regulation and the extra time, I thought their body language wasn't so strong. I think they really took it hard. At 2.8 seconds before the end of the regulation, they lost the game they had right in their hands.
Linas Kleiza, 15 points in his game, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Also 9 rebounds for Kleiza.
I was putting and I touched 3 seconds. It's 3 seconds more.
The referees.
Yeah, they're setting the clock back. 3 seconds more. It was 3 minutes and 3 seconds.
Porque yo he tocado.
The referees communicating that also to Vujovic. Now it's 3 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. Kleiza to the free throw line. Now each and every shot counts in the overtime. In a game so close, Kleiza with cold blood scores from the line.
Look at the face of Teo Papaloukas. He is just focused. He's focused.
Kleiza scores another one, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, 17 points. Now it's a 5-point lead for Olympiacos. In a game so close, it's starting to be decisive.
Key possession.
McCalebb outside the 3-point line. Razic to Alex Maric. Maric against Borousis. Uses his body. goes right, the hook, and the miss. Borosis with a rebound. 2 minutes 45 remaining.
Big possession for Olympiacos right now.
Great chance for them to dig a hole between them and Partizan. Papaloukas wants Borosis for the pick and roll. Razic stays focused on defense, able to send the ball out of bounds. 9 seconds remaining for the play. Papaloukas inbounding. Good defense by Partizan, but Olympiacos able to find Childress. Plays a tough shot off balance. 1 second remaining, and it's off the target. The ball rattles in and out of the rim. McCalebb attacking Teodosic. Blocking foul. McCalebb headed to the free throw line with 2. And here the replay clearly.
Teodosic was still moving his feet.
Was moving, perfect call.
He doesn't like it so much, but from judging from the replay, a good call by the referees.
McCalebb with 19 points, the first player now able to reach 20 points in this game. 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Also 4 steals and 3 assists for Lester Bow. McCalebb. He scores the first one.
Heroic performance by this American point guard. Great performance by this American point guard.
Amazing performance by McCalebb. Nothing stopped him, not even a light injury. Always ready to give it all on the field. 2 minutes, 16 seconds remaining. Still a 1 possession game.
And I think there's some blood
Yeah.
at calf of Lawrence
Referee
Roberts.
asking for Lawrence Roberts to go to the bench.
Substitution.
Asking for a substitution.
Sostituzione.
Coach Vujazovic.
Branislav Djekic.
Branislav Djekic to the field. In clutch minutes, Djekic trying to give his contribution.
It's a forced substitution. Of course, I don't think that Roberts would have come out of the game would not he have the blood on his calf. I think he's going to check right back in. And that's what's
On
happening.
defense for Partizan. Papaloukas to Childress. Vesely comes out. Borosis inside. Good pass to Kleza. Kleza turns around. What a nice move. The hook and the basket. Incredible offensive talent.
And they used the mismatch. This was a smart play by Olympiacos because Djekic was guarding Linas Kleza and he demanded the ball and went right to his move.
19 for Kleza. Also 9 rebounds, 26 index ranking. Look at that pass. Good movement in the paint. Djekic was surprised. Razic trying to find Maric. He wants Maric. He has him now, but Borosis with a great hustle. Dives to the floor. Maric steals it back. This time Papaloukas with a bad turnover. A 3-pointer by Razic. Not good. Vesely with a rebound. McCalebb inside. Back to Vesely. Basket. And the foul. Incredible. They're never dead.
This game never stops. What else can happen in this game?
Chance for a 3-point play for Jan Vesely. Razic missing another shot, but Partizan controlling the offensive rebound. McCalebb feeding Vesely down low.
Beautiful unselfish play by Bo McCalebb.
Basket and 1. 3-point play by Vesely. And it's a 2-point game. 1 minute 25 seconds. You can get any better than that.
Yes, this is it.
Papaloukas for Kleza. Teodosic still is on defense. Childress for Papaloukas. 9 seconds remaining for the play. Kleza again aggressive. Vesely, what a big block. Another great physical play by Jan Vesely. 6 seconds remaining for the play.
He was there from the weak side. 6 seconds to shoot.
Papaloukas trying to find Teodosic. Finds Borosis. Back to Papaloukas. Outside. Childress has to rush the shot. Long 3 missed. Borosis with another key play. The offensive rebound. Less
not
than
rushing.
1 minute to go. Papaloukas for another key possession. Teodosic fakes the three, dribbles, the rainbow shot, the miss, another offensive rebound for Borussia. Now Partizan tired, and with his own defense, they have trouble identifying the rebounder.
Slavko Vranjes needs to clean the boards. That's why he's in the game. 2:29 of him. He needs to really work hard on getting the ball.
Teodosic taking a three, missing another one. Third offensive rebound in a row by Yanis Borussia. And if Olympiacos is going to win this game, Borussia may well have a big part in it.
Huge 3 offensive rebounds by Yanis Borussia. Now he's got a chance to shoot 2 free throws.
And that's the setback of the zone defense, of course. You allow offensive rebounds. Now Borussia is headed to the line with 2, less than 30 seconds
But the
remaining.
first rule of any zone defense is after the shot is taken, immediately look for a player to box out.
Borussia with 2 big free throws. Hits the first one. Borussia 3 for 5 from the free throw line. And this is big because if he hits it, it's a 2-possession game with 29.5 remaining. Yanis Borussia, 8 so far in this game. This is a key free throw for Borussia and Olympiacos. He hits it! 2-possession game, and now it's very tough. Partizan has to score very fast. McCalebb calling the play, advancing the ball. Vesely coming out, receiving, Childress guarding him. Razic takes a three, and he hits it! After missing 7 shots in a row, he hits this one. They have to foul. Papaloukas to Teodosic. They were not able to foul. 7 seconds wasted.
Yes, they wasted a lot of time.
Partizan.
And Duško Vujošević is not happy about it.
Teodosic sent to the free throw line. But Partizan with 9.5 will have the chance to tie the game unless there's an offensive rebound. Milos Teodosic, usually a big free throw shooter.
But that was a mental mistake because I thought it was better to foul Teo Papaloukas, who is not such an excellent free throw shooter like Teodosic. I think they missed their chance.
They really missed their chance. Teodosic hitting from the free throw line. 5 for 5 in this game. 2-point lead for Olympiacos, 80-78. Teodosic again from the free throw line for his second shot. 3-point lead, 9.5 remaining. Timeout on the floor. Partizan will have to go for a 3.
They will not let him. They will foul him immediately after inbounding. I think they will let him take 2 seconds off the clock. Whenever they get close to a shooting range, they're gonna foul. Send them on the line and let them shoot 2 free throws.
That's for sure what Coach Yanakis is saying to his players. 9.5 seconds remaining in overtime. Olympiacos up by 3. Partizan has the possession. Let's see if they get the chance to shoot a 3.
I mean, I think the instruction gotta be clear from Coach Yanakis. They need to foul him right away. Don't let him come to a shooting range of motion or anything. Don't give the referee a chance to call a foul on a three-point shot. That would be a terrible mistake.
6 for 6 from the free throw line by Milos Teodosic, 15 points for him. 75% from the free throw line for Olympiacos, only 68% from Partizan. And it's coming down to the wire again, even in overtime. Ball inbounded at half court. Vesely inbounding. Razic, guarded by Papaloukas. Razic immediately fouled, as you said, by Papaloukas. Perfect call by Yanakis, exactly executed by Papaloukas.
They took 2.5 seconds off the clock, so that was a smart play, smart execution of the defense that Coach Yanakis wanted Olympiacos to play.
Razic, 1 for 8 from the field, but he gave oxygen again with his latest and his only 3-pointer of the night. Now he has 2 free throws, 88.6 50% free throw shooter in the season. Scores the first one. 2-point lead now for Olympiacos, but Razic will shoot another one with 6 seconds remaining. Then Partizan will have to foul the ball handler. Another timeout, but that's exactly what Coach Vujozovic will say to his players. They will have to spend another foul, and then I think if they're sent back to the free throw line, and if Olympiacos scores both, I think they will try to have and miss on purpose the second shot. There will be no time.
And I also think that you need to have best free throw shooters on the floor. It's Patrick Beverley with 83%, Budusic with 79%, 95 for Halperin, but he hasn't played in the game so far, so I don't think that coach gonna check him in. Kleza with 81, 87 for Teodosic, he's a good choice, and 85.
Teodosic is the best choice.
Yeah, there are some very good free throw shooters on Olympiacos. So I assume even Skunipen, he hasn't shot so many free throws because he hasn't been here for the whole season, but he's listed at 100%. So I assume that maybe on the side of Olympiacos, you might see 3 guards at the same time on the court.
71.2% free throw shooting average in the season for Olympiacos. 6.1 seconds remaining in overtime. Second EuroLeague semifinal. Olympiacos up by 1, inbounding with Theo Papaloukas.
Well, they stay with the same lineup, so not a tactical switch on the side of Olympiacos.
They will be trying and free Teodosic. They do. Papaloukas reaches Teodosic. McCalebb from behind, trying to go for the steal.
And I think maybe a little bit too much time has elapsed.
Personal foul is on number 6.
McCalebb with a foul, but Olympiacos identifying the perfect guy to hit those free throws.
Teodosic is the man you want to have on the free throw line.
Milos Teodosic.
87.9 for the season, just like you said.
4-6 in this game. These are big shots.
Now there's some discussion about the clock.
Yeah, they're watching the clock. Let's see if they set it back. It was 4.5 seconds.
And I think they're gonna add a tick of a second.
Yeah.
Because I don't think 2 seconds elapsed from the time that Teodosic touched the ball after the inbound till the time that he was fouled.
Referee is talking to the table to see the perfect timing.
I'm waiting to check the...
I think they're saying they will try and put it back to 5.
Look at it here, look at it here.
The replay. Here, Teodosic takes it.
Oh, it should be
very, very close.
5.5.
5.5 and 5.6.
Yep. Of course, we got the luxury of the instant replay. 5.2 at the end. That's what I hear.
Shave some tenth of a second there. 5.2 seconds remaining.
Linas Kleza is upset about it.
They allow the substitution. Alexander Mitrovic was there just to spend a foul, goes back to the bench. Big free throws again for Milos Teodosic. 6 for 6 so far from the free throw line. 15 points in his game. He sinks another one, ice cold from the free throw line. Teodosic needing to score this one. Otherwise, they'll not be able to spend a foul. And he scores it, 8 for 8. Vesely to McCalebb, to Razic, they have the chance. They take the 3, long.
It's over.
Olympiacos
It's
wins
over.
it. It's over. 83 to 80. An incredible EuroLeague semi-final. First EuroLeague final since 1997 for Olympiacos, but both teams deserve to go to the final.
Oh, what a game it was, and at the end of the day, that's all Partizan could ask for. It was a wide open look they had from a good shooter, so they lose, but they gave it a mighty fight.
Olympiacos 83, Partizan 80. Greek crowd is chanting. 21 for McCalebb for Partizan, 17 for Alex Maric for Olympiacos, 19 for Linas Kleiza, 17 for Josh Childress, 17 for Teodosic, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Thanks to everybody for staying with us in such an amazing game. From EuroLeague, Corrado Palumbi and George Zidek. Thank you, George.
Thank you and good night.
Thanks, everybody, and good night.
Turkish Airlines. 7 days. Adidas. Spalding. And Milos. Official global sponsors in association with the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague.